Oh, geez, man. Sorry, guys, for the delay. Welcome to another edition of Dr. Delay Calling Games. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we've got another one here for you guys. As, again, I'm not tired, but I'm just worn out from that one because, again, the Steelers really didn't deserve to win, but here we are. We're 2-1 somehow. But that's not what you guys are here for. You guys are here for the Broncos and the Chargers, an AFC West divisional battle. The Broncos, of course, 1-1. Their first game didn't go according to plan. They looked pretty bad against the Titans. And then in game 2, almost beating the Colts. Questionable call. The reason why they're not 2-0 today. But, hey, it is what it is. You are what your record is. They're looking for a bounce-back performance against a team that has looked very good to start the season. The Los Angeles Chargers, of course, they beat the Chiefs in Brazil in Week 1. They looked very good there. And, of course, on Monday night, they took care of the Raiders. So Al Davis not happy for sure. As, the Raiders, I don't know how they're doing right now. I think they play, they're getting blown out. But you know what, it is what it is. But, yeah, we got some good, I can't even talk right now. I'm focusing on other stuff right here. But, yeah, we got, again, a good AFC West matchup here for you today. Hopefully it's a good one. That's all we can hope for. As, again, I'm stumbling on all my words here. Just making sure everything's looking good on y'all's end. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Some quick scores before this game starts. Again, Packers, Browns. Browns with a chance to win it. They have the ball at the Green Bay 37 with 2 seconds left. The Vikings all over the Bengals 48-10. The Eagles have taken the lead, but the Rams with a chance to also win it. They have the ball at the Philly 26. Buccaneers up 26-20 with 2 minutes to go in that one. The Commanders, Commies, Redskins up 41-24 over the Raiders. Jaguars up 17-10. The Texans are driving. Final scores today: the Colts all over the Titans 41-20, and the Panthers over the Falcons 30-0. And of course, the Steelers took care of the Patriots. They didn't really take care. The Patriots took care of the Steelers as far as giving them a win. But so it looks like the Broncos will be kicking off to San Diego, Los Angeles, to begin this one. The Chargers in their white helmets, blue jerseys, white pants. The Broncos in their blue helmets and white jerseys, white pants. As there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Hit hard at the 30 and still up and brought down right there at the 30. And that's where the Chargers will begin their drive. Doctor, my day is so bad. Fantasy team selling and Packers field goal got blocked. Unbelievable. I need a doctor after this game. Oh, I totally understand. Totally understand. And here is, of course, Justin Herbert. 560 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. He's been very good. Herbert under center. McConkey in motion. Herbert hands it off. This is, I believe that's Hampton, and he has no chance as that's a loss of 4 on the play. As soon as he got the ball, he saw a bunch of Broncos, and that's not what you want to see if you're a running back. So a huge loss on the play, loss of 4. Again, I apologize, just noticed that we are still over here. So my bad, folks. There we go. We got you a little chart there. 2nd and 14, ball at the 27. In the shotgun is Herbert. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Herbert drops back, looking to his left. Now looking over the middle. Looking to his right. Now looking to his left. Fires. It is incomplete. But there is a flag. Oh, man. Allen was on the sideline. I don't know. The Broncos players fist bumping each other. This might be on the offense based on how the defense is reacting. Draven, I'm so sick. Does that imply the Packers just lost? 2 fouls, both on the defense. Offsides defense. Pass interference on the Broncos. That's what's going to be called. So that's going to be a brand new set of downs for the Chargers. Eagles just blocked and returned the ball for a touchdown. Oh, man. The Eagles have defeated the Rams 33-26, just like how I thought it would go. Exactly like that. That's crazy. Trying to see. I don't see the Packers score. 1st and 10 at the 45. Herbert hands it off. This is Hampton. Hampton breaks a tackle and is brought down at the 47. That's a gain of 3. So he's tackled at the 48-yard line. Gain of 3 there for the Chargers. Again, I want to check out what happened. This game is over. The Browns have defeated the Packers 13-10. That is an upset if I've ever seen one. Again, the Eagles over the Rams. So that is 3 losses for me in the early window. Browns, Colts, and Panthers. Oh, man, that's not looking good for me. 2nd and 7 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Herbert drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Off the hands of Conklin, but there is another penalty on the play. Packers, no, they don't. Yeah, the Browns' defense is legit. Looks like the Broncos going to decline the penalty. Penalty is declined, so yeah, 5 illegal formation, not enough people on the line of scrimmage, and the Broncos is going to decline it. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, 3rd and 7, ball at the 47. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. Herbert sending a man in motion, drops back to pass, looks, fires over the middle. It is caught. Oh, and he breaks a tackle at the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15 pushed out of bounds. Oh, man, he was gang tackled, and emerging from the pile is Quentin Johnston, not giving up on the play. The Broncos, oh, man, they didn't wrap up. They thought he was down. Unbelievable. I don't know if they thought there was a whistle blown or what, but that was a crazy play. And now the Chargers inside the red zone. Don't sound too... Oh, yeah, sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. Again, I'm pulling for the Packers all year, but that's a tough loss. 1st and 10 at the 15. Herbert in the shotgun. Looks like it's a screen to Johnson. Oh, and he's hit hard. Doesn't get much. That's a gain of a yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Yeah, saw that the Browns blocked a 43-yard attempt, and then they hit a 55-yarder for the win. Cleveland moving to 1-2 with a huge upset of the Packers. That might be the story of the day. Again, I still think highly of the Packers, but that's a tough loss. But, of course, again, it's tough to play in Cleveland, and their defense is firing. They look good. 2nd and 9 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Herbert drops back, looking. Now moving to his left. Firing to the end zone. That is way over the heads of everybody. Incomplete. The fan couldn't make the catch. Jets just blocked a return. Oh, wow. What in the world is happening in the NFL? So much craziness. So a lot of stuff happening still in the early windows. We're beginning the late window here. Again, it's 0-0. 3rd down coming up for the Chargers. 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 5 for a brand new set of downs. Herbert sending a man in motion. Herbert drops back, looking to his left. Fires to the end zone. It is dropped. Incomplete, though. Not necessarily a great throw. It may have been tipped or it just came out terrible the whole way. But it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down and most likely a field goal for the Chargers. Yeah, it looks like he was hit as he threw. I was wondering what happened there. Yeah, his arm was hit. The script writers try to... Yeah, though, they are definitely keeping things interesting, as here is Cameron Dicker with a 32-yard attempt from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. And the Chargers drive down and take an early lead with the field goal. 3-0 over the Broncos. 11:54 left to go in the first quarter. They'll, of course, step away. I will be right here. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games, folks. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out today. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Some scores from the early games right now. Vikings again blowing out the Bengals 48-10. The Vikings have it 4th and 6. And timeout Minnesota. That's interesting. The Jets have taken the lead. Again with the blocked field goal. Would have made it a 9-point game, but not happening right now. The Jets with the lead. The Buccaneers will have a chance to try to win it, though, on the last drive. Of course, the Chargers here, we're getting off. Chargers up 3-0 over the Broncos. And the Saints Seahawks, that is now going on. 0-0 in that one. Final scores from earlier. Again, well, the Vikings just now defeated the Bengals. They're now 2-1. The Bengals falling to 2-1. The Eagles stunning the Rams with a blocked field goal, returning it all the way 33-26. The Rams were, I believe, was that 26? Was it 26-7 at one point? If I remember correctly, I can't remember honestly. The Redskins over the Raiders 41-24. The Jaguars knocking off the Texans 17-10. The Browns stunning the Packers 13-10. The Colts over the Titans 41-20. The Panthers 30. Falcons nothing. So again, yeah, I'm taking a beating on my pick'em. Oh yeah, I'm 4-5. I need to go perfect all the way. I'll take 10-6, but geez, yeah, this is a rough opening window. Oh my gosh. Oh geez. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Baker missed a wide open receiver that would have probably been a touchdown. Jeez, no way we should have won getting only 3 scores off that many turnovers. I know, Denny, it was a rough day for the Steelers. Steelers are thumbs down right now. But hey, they're 2-1 regardless. But yeah, that was not a good performance. And very lucky to be 2-1. Very lucky to be 2-1. Pick'em is even worse than yours. Don't feel bad. Oh, geez, All right, again, the Chargers are about to kick things off to resume this one. Again, the Chargers driving down and settling for 3. They now lead 3-0 over the Broncos, who are about to get the ball back. As there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30. Brought down at the 33. That is Marvin Mims on the return. And here comes Bo Nix and the Broncos. But we're going to actually step away because they're going to show the 55-yard attempt the Browns made. The Browns with a chance to win. And they won. 13-10, an upset. Cleveland over Green Bay. First win over the Packers since 2005. Oh, geez. 1st and 10, ball at the 33. Nix in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. It's a bubble screen. It's caught at the 30, 35, and brought down at the 36. That was caught by, actually couldn't tell you. Harvey on the catch. Gain of 3. Nix last week, 22 for 30, 206, 3 touchdowns and a pick. 6th career game with 3 passing touchdowns, but unfortunately, again, not able to get the win there as there was a lot of, that penalty at the end with the special teams. 2nd and 7, ball at the 36. Nix in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. He's got some space. Makes a guy miss. Oh, no, he's tripped up at the 40. That was Harvey again on the carry. And a gain of about 3. That'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up for the Broncos. J.K. Dobbins now in the game. The former Charger had 900 yards last year as a Charger. 3rd and 3. They need to get to the 43. In the shotgun is Nix. Going left to right, Nix changing it up at the line. Receiver to the right, trips to the left. Nix clapping, hurrying up, gets the snap, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for the tight end. He just missed him. Maybe he thought he was going to keep going, but that is going to bring up 4th down and most likely a punt. Nix just looking over the middle again. I think he was expecting him to keep going, but if he kept going, he was going to get smacked. All right, 4th and 3, and the Broncos will punt it away. There's the snap, and here is the punt. Oh, not a good punt. Fair caught at the 21. So a 39-yard punt. Well, I guess the net is fine. 39 yards on the net's not too bad. So again, 3-0 is your score. Chargers leading over the Broncos with 10:16 left to go in the first quarter. They, of course, will be right back. I, of course, will be right here. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. My second game of the day. Hopefully we get, I don't know. I'm not pulling for a quick game, but, man, you know, it's definitely a lot. Again, covered Steelers Patriots earlier. That was crazy. I can't believe the Steelers actually won. 5 turnovers by the Patriots, and the Steelers somehow only won by 7. Pretty embarrassing. The Buccaneers are driving. They're at the Jets 17. Buccaneers trying to make it 3-0. It's like, they're just trying to settle for the 3. It looks like 7 seconds left. You have to imagine again. Buccaneers just settling for 3. Might be 29-27. Of course, we've seen already multiple block field goals already. So what do we know? Seahawks taking an early lead over the Saints, 7-0 there. I guess that's pretty much it. There's nothing else that was happening. Other games that are about to be happening soon: Cowboys, Bears, and Cardinals and the Niners. So again, we got still plenty of football left today. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games, and this one is voted on by the subs of the channel. So definitely like and subscribe if you're a sports fan. This is what I do. I call sports. Oh, man. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I really have nothing else to really say. Because, yeah, not really much happening right now. Again, we're kind of just waiting for the Jets game. And it looks like the Buccaneers have just walked it off against the Jets. So the Buccaneers almost blew it. 21 fourth quarter points by the Jets, but not enough as the Buccaneers just won it 29-27. The Buccaneers moving to 3-0. The Jets falling to 0-3. They're showing what happened this week 50 years ago. The Chargers lost 37-0 to the Steelers. The Broncos winning 37-33 over the Chiefs. All right, the Chargers will have the ball at the 21. 1st and 10, Herbert under center. Herbert hands the ball off. This is Harris at the 25, lowering the shoulder, still on his feet. And it's going to be whistled dead. Najee putting his hands up like, hey, I didn't do anything. Pointing at them. He's like, hey, that's them. I do miss Najee, honestly. Najee was awesome. Awesome character. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Chargers. Again, Johnson apparently was shaken up. Herbert in the pistol, now sending Najee to his left. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Herbert drops back, looking to his left, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. McConkey had a hand on it, couldn't reel it in. McConkey looking for the flag. I don't know what for what. I'd have to see the replay. Looks like they're going to show it. That's nice. Herbert going through his progression, firing. Oh, I see. His jersey was being yanked. Of course, if he would have made the catch, he would have taken a huge hit over the middle of the field. So 3rd and 3, ball at the 28. They need to get to the 31. Herbert in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Herbert drops back, looking to his right. Now looking in the middle. Now looking to his left. He's going to take off and run. Oh, no, he can't go anywhere. Sack. DJ Jones with the sack, and the Chargers will have to punt it away. The Broncos defense coming up big. Herbert looking like he had some space, too, if he was able to break free. But Jones with a great tackle And Herbert can't believe it. So Mims is back to return. Snap. And there is the punt. And there's a flag on the play already. Fair catch made at the 26. But again, as mentioned, there's a penalty marker on the field. So we wait to see what the call is. Offsides. Defense. Oh, that is huge. Oh, what a boneheaded mistake by the Broncos, and that's going to keep the drive alive. What in the world? Unbelievable. Let's see. Yeah, what in the world is he doing? Number 15, Bonito. Nick Bonito. Just it's really dumb. But the Chargers going to get a second chance here to continue this drive as it's 1st and 10 at the 32. I don't know what in the world he was doing. His hand was clearly over the ball. It wasn't even on the ball. It was over it. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Ball at the 32. Herbert under center, fullback in the game. Hampton in the backfield. It's a toss to Hampton. He's at the 30, the 35, the 40, and brought down at the 43. That's going to be close. That's going to be a brand new set of downs for the Chargers. Hampton with a nice carry there. Good blocking. Again, that's going to be a problem if the Broncos just going to be handing free first down to the Chargers. Chargers look good to start off the season. 1st and 10 for the Chargers, ball at the 43. Going right to left on your YouTube screen. Herbert in the shotgun, trips to the right, tight end in tight to the left. Herbert drops back, play action. Steps up, heavy pressure, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Allen, who could not make the catch. Hitting him right in the chest. And there's a flag. And this is actually going to be against the Chargers. That'll back them up 10. So it's going to be first and 20. So if you like penalties, well, we got some penalties for you to begin this one. Number 73 just grabbing the jersey and only the jersey. That is textbook holding. All right, 1st and 20. Herbert in the shotgun. At the 33 by himself. Herbert drops back, looking, fires. It's caught by Johnson, spinning, and brought down at the 39. So that's a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd and 14 for the Chargers. It does say 3rd down on the TV screen, but that is not necessarily accurate. There we go. They changed it. It's like they heard me complain. Again, the Chargers drive extending because of the offsides on the punt. Just not a good penalty there. 2nd and 14, ball at the 38. In the shotgun is Herbert. Herbert drops back, looking to his left. Now looking to the middle. Steps up, fires. It is, hit hard. McConkey could not hold on. He was drilled as soon as he made contact with the ball. Incomplete pass. Been targeting McConkey, but just hasn't been able to connect. They brought the blitz there, and Herbert doing a good job navigating in the pocket. Oh, yeah, just great timing by the defender. Great timing. Jeez, 3rd and long. Ball at the 39. Herbert drops back. Steps up. Fires down the left sideline. That is way over the head of the receiver. Incomplete. And there's a flag. But that was very uncatchable. So I don't know. Moss was on the defense there. They're going to chat it over. That was way out of bounds. There is no foul. Yeah. There is no foul on the play. Again, this was completely uncatchable. Moss, I don't know what he was doing, but that ball was way out of bounds. That had no chance. So 4th and 15 for the Chargers, and the Broncos, luckily, they can jump off sides twice here, and the Chargers will still have to punt. Of course, that's a reference to what happened just a few moments ago. Again, it was 4th and 3, and they jumped off sides on the punt. Given the Chargers new life, they could not take advantage. Scott back to punt. There is the punt. Fielded at, very good punt, fielded at the 7. He's at the 10. Reversing field, going backwards. He's at the 10 again. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Pushed out of bounds at the 40. Nice return by Mims. Return of 33 yards, and that's where the Broncos will begin their drive at the Denver 39. They'll be back. I, of course, will be right here, folks. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Not much else. But yeah, I feel like the NFL, college football, Major League Baseball, this is what I've been doing. I just crossed the 1,000 subscriber mark last night. 6 months ago, I was at 30 subs. So again, what growth. I'm very happy with the growth. And again, I do appreciate you guys for giving me the chance to call this game for you. Again, I know there's a lot of other voices for this one. So much appreciated. So again, make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you like sports, if you like sports betting, it doesn't matter. We take you all. We take you guys all. Again, it's a growing channel. So definitely subscribe while the train is just filling up. Chris says, go Broncos. Yeah, it's 3-0 here. Chargers leading. We do have a poll in the comments. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win. 85% of you guys have the Chargers winning this one. 15% have the Broncos. Let's check out some scores across the NFL. Currently happening, the Seahawks. The Seahawks over the Saints 14-0 in the first quarter. Already looking like it might be a long day for New Orleans. Again, Seattle looked really good against the Steelers last week, but most teams do look good against the Steelers, so it doesn't matter. Cowboys, 0. Bears, 0, as they're just starting that one. And same with the Cardinals. Niners, 0-0 in that one. Final scores from earlier. Vikings over the Bengals, 48-10. Eagles over the Rams, 33-26. Buccaneers, 29. Jets, 27. The Commies, 41. Raiders, 24. Jaguars, 17. Texans, 10. Browns, 13. Packers, 10. Colts all over the Titans, 41-20. Panthers shutting out the Falcons, 30-0. Your subs are going to start going up quicker and quicker. That'd be nice. It would be cool. I hope that's the case. Again, I feel like it's like once people see that K, it's like, oh, it's actually a channel. When they see it in the hundreds, it's like, you're a nobody. It is what it is. Hopefully it's worth it in the end. Yeah, hopefully. And I hope that is the case. All right, 1st and 10 at the 30, their own 39. Again, a classic AFC West matchup here. Missed the days, though, when it was the San Diego Chargers, not the Los Angeles, but it is what it is. 1st and 10, Nix is under center. Nix tosses. This is Harvey. Harvey trying to break forward. Actually does get to the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag on the play, and I saw the official do this. So that's a hold. Holding on the offense, that'll back him up 10. Broncos weren't able to really do much on their first possession. That is a clear and obvious hold. Just embracing him from behind. I don't really think that's a football move. All right, 1st and 20. They have more penalty yards than offensive yards. 33 penalty yards for the Broncos, 7 total yards. That's not a good stat. Looks like they're getting this play in really late. They're going to have to hurry. And, yeah, they're going to have to call a timeout. I don't know what happened there, but the Broncos have to waste a timeout really early. 6:26 left to go in the first quarter. And Harbaugh looks very hyped up. Peyton not. He's yelling at his coaches. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I do enjoy talking to you guys. So, again, if you don't want to talk, that's okay. You guys can be a silent listener. That's totally fine. I'm definitely the same way. But, again, if you guys just want to chat about your team, Broncos, Chargers fans, that's Yeah, no, I mean, it's neat. Again, if you're just a sports bettor, let me know why you're here. Let me know your predictions for this game. Who do you got? So 1st and 20 for the Broncos. At the 29, Nix is under center. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Tight end in tight, sending a man in motion. Nix hands it off. This is Dobbins breaking a tackle but can't find anything. As he gets back to the line of scrimmage with the Chargers all over. That is Henley on the tackle. They're showing J.K. Dobbins again, a second round pick. But he had 2 huge injuries in Baltimore. Then he went to the Chargers in 2023, and of course now with the Broncos. Has always had, a lot of potential, but has seemingly just, just hasn't been able to stay healthy. So 2nd and 20, ball at the 29. Nix drops back, looking to his left. Heavy pressure, spinning away. Pump fakes, throws. It is incomplete. Just trying to throw it away. Just doing a lot of good job, a really good job there. Just trying to get out of the way, just trying to get away from the Chargers defenders that were all over him. Moving to his left, moving to his right, pump faking, and then throwing it away. And again, it's going to be 3rd and very, very long for the Broncos. 3rd and 20 coming up. They need to get to the 49 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Nix drops back. It's a screen. It's caught at the 35 and brought down at the 38. So a gain of 9, and looks like they're going to have to punt it away. Another punt for the Broncos. Looks like I must be doing well because the bots are here. So thank you for coming. I'll see you later. In fact, don't thank you. Never. No thank you at all. 4th and 11, again, that was caught by Harvey on the screen there. And the Broncos will have to punt it away. As we're just awaiting the punt here at this point. Crawshaw, snap and punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. Much better punt. 50-yard punt fielded at the 12. At the 15, it dives forward at the 18. And that's where the Chargers will begin their drive. 3-0 Chargers leading over the Broncos. 4:48 left to go here in the first quarter. They'll be back. I, of course, will be right here. Of course, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you're a sports fan, NFL fan, college football fan, baseball fan, this is what I do. All right, let's see what we have here again happening across the NFL. The Seahawks leading 14-0, and they're driving. They're at the New Orleans 3, 2nd and 2 at the New Orleans 3. The Bears and the Cowboys, they are tied up 0-0. The Cardinals, Niners, they are tied up 0-0 in that one. Final scores earlier. We'll go over it just again. I know you guys probably know what happened, but we'll just do it anyway. Vikings 48, Bengals 10. Eagles 33, Rams 26, Buccaneers 29, Jets 27. The Commies 41, Raiders 24, the Jaguars 17, Texans 10, Browns 13, Packers 10, Colts 41, Titans 20, Panthers 30, Falcons nothing. So that is what's been happening across the NFL. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Try to get you the stats every now and then. Nick so far 2 for 4, 12 yards. Herbert 3 for 9, 43. Harvey on the ground 1 for 4. Dobbins 1 for nothing. Chargers Hampton 3 for 10. Najee 1 for 7. Harvey receiving. He's really had all the yards for the Broncos. 2 for 12. For the Chargers, it's Quentin Johnson 3 for 44. Allen's been targeted twice. McConkey's been targeted twice. Conklin and Gadsden each targeted once as well. We should be working our way back here. I'm not too sure. There we go. All right, 4:48 left to go here in the first quarter. The Chargers will have the ball at their own 18. If you like punts, well, this has been a punting game so far. Chargers were able to drive down the field and have a field goal. But since then, it's been punt, 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 punt. Showing Justin Herbert and his passing yards through his first 5 years. Very good. Of course, it is a different era. We've got to keep that in mind. Again, Herbert 3 for 9 today. It's been a rough day for offense in this one. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers, ball at the 18. Herbert in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Tight end in tight to the right as well. Sending the man in motion. Herbert drops back, heavy pressure, and down he goes. Sack. Bonito, who had the boneheaded offsides penalty on the punt return, well, kind of makes it up there. It's a sack and a loss of 8. And the Chargers will now have 2nd and very long. Play action. Again, that was just blown up immediately. The Broncos just got there. The Chargers offensive line, it's like no one won anything except for Joe Alt. He's the only one that got his guy. Everyone else, not happening. 2nd and 18. Drops back to passes Herbert. Herbert steps up, fires. It is caught at the 15 and rolls forward to about the 17. And that's a gain of 7. That'll make it 3rd and 11. They need to get to the 28 for a brand new set of downs. Third and 11, Herbert in the shotgun. Conklin in tight, make it trips to the left. Conklin to the right. Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert, play action, drops back, heavy pressure, steps up, and down he goes again. Sack. That is Cooper on the sack. Oh, man, the Broncos defense looking really good in this one. And the Chargers will once again have to punt it away. Conklin trying to just block and trying to get out for a pass, but it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter if he blocked him or not. 4th and 18, Scott will punt. Snap, and there is the punt. Oh, man, what a punt. Fielded at the 30. He's at the 40, 45, cuts inside, still on his feet at the 50. Brought down at the 45. Very good return there. Net yards of 35, but that's a punt return of 25 yards. So that was a huge punt, 60-yard punt. The Broncos will have the ball in Chargers territory when they come back. Again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games for the NFL, college football, and, of course, Major League Baseball. And I called one earlier, of course, called my Steelers. They barely held on and beat the Patriots. The Patriots doing everything they can to give the Steelers the win in that one. But the Steelers, I don't know, they almost blew it, winning 21-14, had 5 turnovers. The Patriots had 5 turnovers, and the Steelers just couldn't really take advantage. But ultimately they won. So 3-0 is your score here. Chargers leading. Broncos, though, with the ball at the 46. Nix under center. Hands the ball off. Spin move. Dobbins makes the first guy miss, but the Chargers are all over. Still on his feet, but can't get anything going. Doing what he can, but the Broncos' offensive line just didn't look, they didn't even exist there. So 2nd and 13 coming up for the Broncos. It's really been a defensive game. Chargers' first drive looked all right, and then since then it's been nothing doing. 2nd and 13, ball at the 49. Nix under center. Nix, play action. It's going to check it down. No, it's not able to be corralled in there by Dobbins. Dobbins just couldn't make the catch. To be honest with you, though, even if he caught it, the Chargers were there. 3rd and 13. Nix breaking the huddle. In the shotgun. Make it 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Nix drops back, looking, steps up, fires, and it is knocked away at the last second. Incomplete. St. Juste with the knock away there, and that'll make it another punt. Again, if you like punts, this is the game for you. Nix, not really a good throw there. Again, if he leads the receiver, you're looking at a brand new set of downs. But to be honest with you, the quarterbacks today, even Herbert, he has not been leading these receivers to where they need to be. So far, the young quarterbacks are off today, as there is the punt. Fair catch signal made, and it's going to be caught at the 11. So that is was that a 38-yard punt? Yeah. 38-yard punt. The Chargers take over again at the 11. Again, if you like punts, this is the game for you. Folks, I appreciate it. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out and letting me call this game for you. Again, I know there's a lot of competition out there. I do apologize if I don't seem to have a lot of energy. I am kind of tired. I have gotten a little bit tired, so I don't know. Definitely reevaluating that going forward, but I should be fine. I feel like it was last night that really took it out of me, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you do like me when I'm tired, you'll like me when I'm at 100%. As, again, the Seahawks leading 21-0 over the Saints. It's a blowout in that one. The Bears actually leading 7-0 over the Cowboys. I actually picked the Bears as an upset alert there. The Cardinals-Niners, 0-0 in that one. Other games other games aren't happening anymore. This is all from earlier. The Browns leading and defeating the Packers 13-10. The Colts over the Titans 41-20 over the Titans. Vikings 48, Bengals 10, Eagles 33, Rams 26, Buccaneers 29, Jets 27. The Commies 41, Raiders 24, Panthers 30. Falcons, nothing. Jaguars, 17. Texans, 10. So that's been what's been happening across the NFL. Oh, man, I got to lock in. I feel like I'm already messing up plenty of times here, but we'll just move on. We'll just get better. I'll lock in, folks. That's what I'll do. Let me get some water, though. All right, the Chargers will have the ball at their own 11. Again, it's been a very much defensive game. The offense hasn't really looked all that great. The quarterbacks look off target, to be honest with you. Again, even Herbert. All right, the Chargers will begin this drive at the 11, their own 11. Showing a replay here of James on the last play. They're kind of signaling to the defender like, hey, we're going to go over here. They're going to go over there. 1st and 10 at the 12, actually. Herbert under center. Herbert hands it off. This is Harris trying to break forward. Still does. Moving the feet. And he's brought down at about the 17-yard line. It's a nice gain of 5, a hard-fought gain of 5. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Chargers. About to approach 1 minute here left in the first quarter. Again, Chargers leading 3-0. It's really not been a great game, to be honest with you. Chargers looking to get a drive going like they did in the first drive of the game. Herbert sending Harris out. Herbert drops back. Heavy pressure moving to his right. Scrolling. I don't know why I said scrolling, as he's knocked out of bounds at the 21. I meant to say scrambling and rolling. I combined it both. Scrolling to his right. What in the world is that? There was no flag, by the way. It was kind of a late hit. I don't know. He was kind of flirting on the sideline there. No, it wasn't a hate hit. No, that was not a late hit at all. Yeah, no, he kind of just tripped and stumbled. Okay, what's going to be 3rd and short here for the Chargers. 3rd and 1. At the 21. Sending a man in motion is Herbert. Herbert hands the ball off up the middle. Harris fighting forward, leaning forward, and he's going to get the first down. Great effort by Najee Harris. And the Chargers will have a brand new set of downs when we come back. That is the end of the first quarter. The Chargers leading the Broncos 3-0. Again, the game has been really a offensive game. Really not much on the offensive side of things here. But again, the Chargers will have 1st and 10 when we come back at their own 22. By we as in they. Of course, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, appreciate you guys for your support. Again, Coffee Beans is a scoreboard sponsor. So, again, thank you very much, Coffee Beans. We'll check out the scores right now. All right, again, the Seahawks still leading 21-0 over the Saints. Saints, though, are driving. They're at the Seattle 34. The Bears lead 7-0 over the Cowboys. The Cowboys are driving. They're at the Chicago. They just kicked the field goal, actually. So it's 7-3 there in Chicago. And the Cardinals and Niners, both undefeated. It is 0-0 in that one. And then, of course, you probably know the final scores. We'll go over them a little bit later. As far as stats this game, again, not really much happening. Not really much happening at all. Knicks 2 for 6, 12 yards. Herbert 4 for 10 for 52 yards. The Broncos 3 carries, 1 yard. The Chargers 7 for 27. A little bit more consistency over here with the Chargers, but again, it's been a not so good performance for them in this one. Let's see here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel. It's a growing channel. And I do apologize. I don't feel like I'm 100%, but I'll definitely try to lock it in here as we are about to get going in the second quarter. Still on commercial break, but we are at a Survivor commercial. This game's on CBS, so that tells me that we're about to return to coverage in Los Angeles. I'm just kidding. Apparently went to another CBS commercial, so my bad. Again, feel free to drop your predictions down below. Let me know what you're thinking. According to the poll, the Chargers are going to win. According to you guys, 72% of you have the Chargers winning. The Broncos at 28%. The total yards in the first quarter, 63 for the Chargers, just 13 for the Broncos. Again, just not much happening. Not much happening for the offense. Chargers, though, do get a first down, and they'll have it at the 22. 1st and 10 going left to right on your YouTube screen. Herbert sending a man in motion, hands it off. This is Hampton, who's met immediately at the line. He's driven backwards. And, that's going to be another 2nd and 10. They're saying he got a yard. I don't see how in the world anyone could give him a yard there. We'll just wait and see. Showing the Harbaugh family, of course. Jim and John. They've been some great coaches. Great coaches. Again, Jim, very, very good. Sending a man in motion. Herbert, play action, throws over the middle. It is caught at the 30, 35, and brought down at the 37. That is McConkey. He gets his first catch of the day. He's been targeted multiple times, but again, just haven't been able to connect. This time they get it. McConkey catching it, running forward, tackled at the 36. So again, a brand new set of downs for the Chargers. 1st and 10. Ball at the 36. Herbert under center. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Herbert hands it off to Harris. Cuts inside. Lowering the shoulder. Still on his feet. Brought down at the 41. Nice gain there of 5. Again, Harris has been very, very good today. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Chargers. So they're looking to keep the drive going. Herbert under center, sending a man in motion. Herbert rolling to his right, play action. Heavy pressure again. Fires. It is caught at the 49. That is Gadsden with the catch. That was a very nice catch and a very nice first down. Gets 2 feet. Yep, that's a catch. Good stuff by Gadsden. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Ball at the 49. The Denver 49. Under center is Herbert. Herbert hands it off up the middle to Harris. Harris rolling forward and brought down at the 45. Gain of 4. Again, Harris has been very good today, very efficient. Seems like he gets 4 yards every single time he gets the ball, and that's pretty good. Harris will head to the sideline. Gadsden, 1 catch, 10 yards. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's been targeted a few times as well. Second and 6 for the Chargers. Ball at the 45. Herbert in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Herbert drops back, looking to his left. Steps up, fires over the middle. It is caught wide open at the 30 and brought down at the 28. Guess who? It's Gadsden. 17-yard play, and again, the Chargers are moving. This kind of looks like how they did in the first drive. First drive, they looked very good. Since then, it's been really rough. The Broncos have yet to really get going as far as on the offense is concerned. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 28. Herbert in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle. This is Hampton. Hampton trying to fight something. He can't find anything but a bunch of Broncos as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gang tackled by the Broncos, led by Stranad. Sternad, interesting. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Ball at the 28 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Herbert drops back, steps up, moving to his right, fires down the right side. That is way out of bounds, incomplete. Herbert has been pretty inaccurate on some of these throws. That's a little bit of a concern. So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Chargers. They're going to need to get to the 18 for a brand new set of downs. Just couldn't connect. Yeah, that's way out of bounds. I don't know what in the world's going on there. 3rd and 9. It should be 3rd and 10. It says 3rd and 9. They're 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. Trying to make it 3 for 7. They need to get to the 18. They're at the 28 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Herbert drops back, looking over the middle. Fires over the middle, and it's tipped. Intercepted at the 10, 15, 20. Cutting it outside and pointing at players as he's running out of bounds. At the 22, that is Jones. Oh, man, what a costly turnover. It was tipped over the middle. It finds a Bronco, a turnover, and the Broncos will take over at the 24. What a play by is that Moss with the tip? Oh, wow, Moss tipped it. Yeah, Moss is the one that tipped it to him. So look at that. Again, an interception. Broncos take over at the Denver 20. I think it's going to be 23. It says 24, but I don't think that's the case. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games NFL, college football, and, of course, Major League Baseball. Earlier, I covered the Steelers and the Patriots. Refresh that. But yeah. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you hear. But is Rhino covering anything right now? I'm just kind of looking. He is. I just don't remember what he was doing. Actually, click. Oh, he's doing the same game. Oh, jeez, I didn't know that. Oh, well. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. But again, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. Again, I call games. And again, I covered the Steelers game earlier. That was a pretty crazy game. But yeah, nothing happening there. Really, again, Steelers just didn't look good. But they won. Steelers won. Let's check over some scores real quick. The Chargers, well, obviously you know what's happening here. The Seahawks leading 21-0 over the Saints. The Saints have the Saints kicked a field goal. Looks like I didn't update. The Bears now leading 14-3 over the Cowboys. Cowboys driving, though. They're at the Chicago 30. And the Cardinals-Niners still at 0-0. It's nothing happening there in San Francisco. Of course, really not much happening here either. Again, the Chargers lead 3-0. They have been able to put some drives here. Well, the first drive was really good. They settled for 3. This one, they were moving the ball. And obviously it ends in an interception. The Broncos, just 14 total yards in the first half. I mean, that is rough. Yes, he is, yeah. But, again, you guys voted for this one, or the subscribers voted for this one, so I am at the mercy of the subscribers whenever it's time to call a game. So the Broncos so it looks like he was touched down actually at the 9, so that return was nullified. 1st and 10 for Knicks. Under center. Knicks, play action. Stepping up. Fires it on the right sideline. It's caught at the 23 and pushed out of bounds immediately, but he will have the first down. Pretty much doubling their total yards there on that one play. It's been a rough showing for the Broncos. Pretty much a stop route. That was Sutton, Cortland Sutton on the catch. All right, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. In the shotgun ball at 22. Nix drops back, steps up. He's going to take off and run at the 25 and sliding down. Took a shot there, but again, sliding late. So, that's on the quarterback. Gain of 5. Nick's doing a good job again. Really nothing happening downfield. Really not much happening at all, really, for the Broncos. It's been a rough showing for their offense. 2nd and 5. As we're approaching the 9-minute mark in this one. Under center is Nix. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he can't go anywhere. Well, I'll tell you what, he did do a good job of fighting forward for an extra yard, but not much there. That was Dobbins on the carry. But again, the Chargers defense, for the most part, has kept the Broncos at bay. You can see, again, only 32 yards. It's been rough. It's been rough for a Broncos fan in this one. But, again, on the bright side for the Broncos fans here, again, you're only down 3. So the Chargers obviously have way more yards, being able to put together drives, but it's only a 3-0 game. Knicks in the shotgun. They need to get to the 32. They're at the 27. Knicks drops back. Looking. Fires over the middle. It's caught. Wide open. The 45 sliding down. Brought down at the 47. That is Cortland Sutton. And that is a Broncos first down. A gain of 19. Sutton has been the guy so far on this drive, making that first catch for a brand new set of downs. And same thing here with Sutton. Took a shot there at the end. Oh, geez. Sliding down, kind of giving himself up, and then the Charger just going in. Jeez, I don't know how that wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, 1st and 10, ball at the 46. Knicks in the shotgun. Drops back, steps up, heavy pressure. Oh, and down he goes. Derwin James with the sack. And that's a loss of 6. And again, that's a devastating blow to this offense that, again, has really only 2 big plays to their name today. So it looks like they're going to need another one. But again, they'll have a few plays to do it. It's going to be 2nd and 16 coming up for the Broncos. Trying to escape, trying to do something, but just couldn't find an opening. Nix in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Nix trying to hurry it up. He's going to hand it off. This is Dobbins. Dobbins can't get anywhere. That's a loss of 3 immediately, pretty much, as soon as he got the ball. He had no chance. That was Tart on the big play. Jeez, yeah, the Broncos' offensive line just looked like Swiss cheese there. Did not look good. 3rd and very, very long. 3rd and 19. Nix in the shotgun. Nix, play action. Oh, it's a flea flicker. Throws it deep down the right side. He's got a guy. Oh, it's incomplete. Mims was wide open, just couldn't connect. Mims had a fingertip on it. Diving for it, just couldn't make the completion. Oh, that is such a disheartening. Again, a flea flicker. And Mims was wide open. Just outstretched. I mean, he literally got the ends of the fingertips on it. So the Broncos will have to punt it away. Oh, that's a killer. There's the snap, and here is the punt. It's about a 50-yard punt. Nice punt. Field at the 13. Makes a guy miss. Now he's going backwards. He's at the 10. Reversing field. He's at the 15, the 20, 25-30, 35-40, and waltzes out of bounds at the 46. Oh, man. Davis with the nice return to the Chargers. Looking to add on to this 3-0 lead. With 5:50 to go here in the second quarter, they're going to step away. I, of course, will be right here, folks. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, folks, this is what I do. I call games. I call games for the NFL, college football, and Major League Baseball. So, yeah, if you like any of those games, definitely, or any of those sports, any of those leagues, definitely subscribe to the channel. As I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys just even just clicking on the live stream, just giving me a chance to call this game for you. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy it and hopefully you subscribe. Again, it's a growing channel. 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. And now we are at, well, we just crossed 1,000 last night. So again, a very nice growth. So again, I appreciate you guys for just giving me a chance to call this game for you guys. And I know there's a lot of other streamers out there. So just trying to make my name a name of myself for myself here in the NFL scene. I'm a huge NFL, really Steelers guy, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. As far as other scores happening, I mean, it's a blowout there in Seattle, and they're just now starting the second quarter, 28-3. Seahawks over the Saints. That is brutal. The Bears are up 14-6 over the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys just kicked a field goal. And the Cardinals up 3-0 on the Niners. About halfway through the second quarter there. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. We'll go over the other scores at halftime. I'm sure you guys already know what happened. As far as stats for this game, Knicks 4 for 9, 44 yards. Herbert, 7 for 15, 93 yards, and a pick. Rushing, the Broncos, 6 carries, 4 yards. They can't do anything on the ground. And the Chargers, 11 for 37 on the ground as well. So really, again, not much offense. If you're looking for offense in this one, haven't really been able to find it. In fact, both these teams looking to find it as well. They're copying the Steelers from earlier. The Steelers' offense, terrible. So don't think it's just me picking on the Broncos and Chargers here. No, I mean, trust me, I'm self-aware. I know the Steelers' offense is a joke. All right, the Chargers will take over with pretty good field position. It's going to be 1st and 10, 5:50 to go here in the first half at their own 46. Herbert hands it off to Harris. Harris dancing, fighting forward, and brought down at the 49. That's a nice gain of 5 for Harris. And again, Harris seems to be very consistent, showing what he can do with a very good O-line. Showing what happened here. Flea flicker here in Chicago as well. Man, that's crazy. Oh, wow. That's a huge touchdown pass. Again, it's 14-6. Chicago leading Dallas. 2nd and 4 ball at the 48. Herbert under center. Herbert. Play action. Oh! Down goes someone. He's holding his ankle. Caught by Johnston as he makes the catch at the 39, but the running back Harris is in serious pain. Oh my goodness, a non-contact injury, and I think Harris is done. I think he might be done for the year. That is so devastating. Harris has had a great game. On the play action again, Harris went down immediately as soon as he was about to receive the handoff. Oh my goodness, Harris is probably done. Well, an injury timeout here in Los Angeles. Again, 3-0 Chargers over the Broncos. Najee Harris, I think he just tore his ACL or his Achilles, but it is brutal. Oh, poor guy. Looking for a second life after, obviously the Steelers got rid of him. I always thought he was pretty good. I mean, there would be times when, he would be a little frustrating and not hitting the gap. But again, I think that was more PTSD from the Steelers O-line in his first year. It was absolutely terrible. But we're in commercial break. It's going to be a brand new set of downs for the Chargers whenever we do come back. But again, Najee Harris, I think he's probably he's probably out for the year because of what just happened. The Seahawks again lead 28-3 over the Saints. The Seahawks, I don't know what's going to happen there. The Bears have the ball. They're up 14-6 over the Cowboys. Cardinals leading 3-0 over the Niners. Niners are getting the ball back at their own 32. You doing Sunday Night Football? No, I'm not. I won't start really doing Sunday Night Football. I don't know, actually. I think when the Steelers have their first Sunday Night Football game, that'll, make me start doing it. I really just couldn't tell you. I think that's week 8, if I recall. Yeah, I'm not doing... What's next week's Sunday night game? Patriots, Bills? Yeah, I'm good. Lions, Chiefs. Week 7, Falcons, Niners. Yeah, again, I'm good. So, pretty much this game, the Steelers-Packers will trigger. Okay, we're doing Sunday Night Football from this point on. Plus, again, the baseball playoffs will be a thing. And, again, I have most of my subscribers are baseball subscribers. Oh, man, and it's Achilles. It's an Achilles injury. Oh, my gosh. Oh, poor guy. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Najee, he has tears. He has tears in his eyes. I hope Najee's going to be okay. I'm a big Najee guy. I love Najee. He's a great guy. He really is a great guy. Like as far as a human being goes, Najee's awesome. And again, I think he definitely got the short end of the stick in Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 at the 39. The Chargers are driving. Herbert under center. Herbert hands the ball off up the middle. This is Hampton lowering the shoulder, and it's brought down at the 35-yard line. So I got to remove some bots here. Harris shaking his head. Can't believe it. Again, that's that's the turf. I hate to really bring all that stuff up. And I'm a natural guy, grass guy. Turf is a no. As it's 2nd and 7, ball at the 35. Herbert hands the ball off. This is Hampton. Hampton squeezing through and fighting forward, getting close to about the 30-yard line. I don't know where they'll mark it. Regardless, it's going to be 3rd and short coming up for the Chargers as we're ticking under 4 minutes and counting. Again, the Chargers lead 3-0. If you're tuning in expecting a high-scoring game, I have bad news. No touchdowns have been scored in this one. But the Chargers, though, are driving and appear to be, at worst case, adding 3 to the scoreboard. 3rd and 2. They're at the 30. They need to get to the 28. Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is caught by McConkey, and he's going to have the first down. Brought down at the 28. Again, that's a Chargers first down. Why is it delayed? What do you mean it's delayed? I'm lost here. Steelers fan? Again, McConkey with the catch. Needed 2 yards. They got 2. 1st and 10 as we're approaching 3 minutes. Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert's going to hand it off. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 25. That is, who is that? That is Davis. Receiver end around there. Oh, yeah, so Steelers fan, Najee Harris just tore his Achilles. So he's out for the year. So I feel so bad. I like Najee. I love Najee, man. Najee's awesome. I definitely miss him, honestly. But yeah, I was hoping he would do well with the Chargers. I was pulling for him. But it looks like it might have to wait till next year. As it's 2nd and 7. Herbert, play action. Looking to his left. Now moving to his right. Heavy pressure, fires. It is tipped. Oh, what a catch by Johnston. Brought down at the 3. There is a flag on the play. Oh, my goodness. Moss can't believe it. There was heavy pressure, just keeping it alive. Wow. What a catch by Johnson, kind of juggling to himself. Moss with great coverage. You really can't fault Moss here. That was a great coverage. He even tipped it. But there is pass interference anyway on him. And that is going to be a brand new set of downs as the penalty is declined. Najee's out. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. Horrible, man. I feel so bad, man. Yeah. Hopefully he'll be okay as they're showing a Broncos fan that looks like she is distraught. 1st and goal, ball at the 3. Herbert in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Actually, it's not really 2 receivers to the right. It's more like 2 fullbacks to the right. Number 42 and number 44 in it on the right side there. Harbaugh's asking about something, not too sure what, but he's having a little discussion with the referees. Harbaugh, the conversation's over. I have no idea what they're talking about, so bear with me, folks. But it's going to be 1st and goal regardless. I'm not too sure if it was discussion on where they're marking it or what. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a delay here. Unsure what's happening. And it looks like, oh, he's just asking to see if they're going to wind the clock. Oh, I see. Okay, well, hey, there we go. It's a 2-minute warning. The Chargers lead 3-0, and they're knocking on the door for a score. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here, folks. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games and NFL, college football, MLB. If you like any of those sports, those leagues, definitely subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. All right. The Seahawks blowing out the Saints 35-3. That is not even close. The Bears 14, Cowboys 6. The Cowboys, though, are driving at the Chicago 42. The Cardinals, Niners tied up at 3. Looks like the Niners are able to tie it up. The Reds have won 5 in a row, sweep 4-game series against the Cubs. It takes over the lead over the... Wow, really? No way. Let me duplicate this tab, save this tab. I got to check it out for myself. All right. The Reds, it's a tie right now, so they would play a 1-game playoff if the season ended today. That is amazing. And the Reds, of course, they have the Pirates this week. So that series starts on Tuesday. Man, that would be crazy if the Mets missed the playoffs. Unbelievable. That's amazing. Well, thank you for that update, Christopher Leclerc. I appreciate it. That is amazing. Sweeping the Cubs. The Reds are getting hot at the right time. I should have kept that up. I don't know why I just closed it. Again, folks, we're in a 2-minute warning commercial break. So, again, appreciate you guys for the support. Appreciate you guys for your patience. The Pirates sweep. Yeah, I don't know about all that. That's amazing. The Cubs, they pretty much won't be winning the division anymore. So, yeah, the Brewers clinched the division. They clinched it yesterday, actually. Anyway, we're back in Los Angeles again. It's 3-0. Chargers leading over the Broncos. And the Chargers are knocking on the door. It's going to be 1st and goal. It says the 1, but I think it's going to be 1st and goal at the 3. Reds hold a tiebreaker. I think they still do the 1-game playoff though, Chris. If it's a tie. I could be wrong. You might be right. But if it's a tied record, I still think they do the 1-game playoff. 1st and goal. Herbert. Play action. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete. It hits a photographer in the knee. For some reason, my right knee just actually hurt for some reason, for no reason. 2nd and goal coming up for the Chargers. Again, Herbert's been a little bit wild today. I don't know if he's normally like this. It's been a while since I've actually seen Herbert. I saw him last week. He looked really good. I don't know if it's something that is just inconsistency, but yeah, he's been way off on some throws. 2nd and goal for the Chargers. Ball at the 3. In the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hands it off to Hampton up the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles Chargers, and the Chargers take a 9-0 lead over the Broncos. Steelers gone to the bowl. Yeah, no, they ain't doing nothing. Until they figure out that offense, the Steelers ain't doing nothing. Little misdirection with the guy going in the end around, but Hampton squeeze it in for the touchdown. We're pending the extra point. Snap. Hold. Kick. It's up. It's good. 10-0 Chargers leading over the Broncos. The Broncos will have about a minute and 50 seconds to try to at least get something on the board. As you can see, the Broncos, again, 42 yards of offense. It has not looked good. And really, most of those have been on 2 plays by Sutton, 32 yards by Sutton. So, yeah, that's... So 2 of those plays, or 32 of those 42 yards were Cortland Sutton on 2 plays. It's not looking good. The offense looked like prime TB12's offense. Oh, yeah, for sure. The Steelers today look like the 07 Patriots. It was very much a pleasure to watch the Steelers play today. Barely winning after getting the ball. Five free gifts, like 4 fumbles, a pick. Steelers just, it's rough. Oh, wow, that's actually the first rushing touchdown the Chargers have had this season. I did not know that. That is, well, hey, at least you got number 1. All right, we're ready to resume things off here. Again, 1:53 left to go in the first half. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Still on his feet. Brought down at the 27. And the Broncos will have about 1:46 to go, or left, to try to do something. And they're going to have the ball at the 28. And here comes Nix in the offense. Again, the Broncos have looked really bad. I can't really sugarcoat it. I understand the Steelers' offense wasn't good today. But the Broncos might be giving them a run for their money. But, of course, they can change it right here if they drive down the field. First and 10 in the shotgun. Nix, awaiting the snap, drops back, looking to his left. He's going to take off and run. No, he fires. It's caught at the 35, brought down at the 36. That is Cortland Sutton. Why does every game need to be so close at the end? Like, can we stop taking years off my life? Nope, can't happen. Ever since the Ryan Shazier injury, it's been close games in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 2, ball at the 36. Nix drops back, looking, fires. It is tipped, incomplete. Pass intended for Franklin. Could not haul it in. 3rd and 2 coming up. The Reds have a 3-game home series against the Pirates and then the Brewers. Oh, man. They might do well against the Pirates, but the Brewers, that's going to be tough. The Brewers, again, they are hungry. They want that 1 spot. 3rd and 2. Nix in the shotgun. They're at the 36. They need to get to the 38. Nix drops back, fires. It's caught at the 40 and immediately tackled, but of course he'll have the first down. Brand new set of downs. That was Cortland Sutton. Apparently he's his favorite, or Nix's favorite target today. So 1st and 10, Nix in the shotgun. Approaching a minute left to go in this one, or in the half, pardon me. Nix steps up, fires. It is incomplete. Nice diving attempt there by Mims, but not able to connect. And that'll stop the clock with 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Broncos have 7 consecutive scoreless drives. It has not been pretty. Of course, there's 4 today. The target line is the 42 of Los Angeles. That'll be good for, 60-yard attempt. Looks like their kicker has a boot. In the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Nix clapping. Drops back. Heavy pressure moving to his right. Throws. It is incomplete. Just heavy pressure. And Nix looking pretty upset with somebody. I don't know what in the world happened there. I don't know why Nix got mad. I mean, he was clapping. I mean, I get it, but still had plenty of time. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 40. They need to get to the 50 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun. Nix drops back. Heavy pressure. Steps up. Moving to his right. He's going to take off and run at the 45. Push out of bounds. He was extending the ball. I think he's going to be well short. And yeah, he is. He's going to be short. Nix is, though, coming back on the field. My voice going out, so I need water. As my throat, the windpipes are on life support. Jeez, 4th and 2, and I imagine, if they're keeping the offense down the field, James calling for a timeout. And looks like there's going to be a timeout. Los Angeles, that's interesting because the Broncos were the ones who were really looking out of sync there. So I feel like the Chargers may have saved the Broncos there. Timeout, Los Angeles. Denver with the ball, 4th and 2. It looks like they're going for it. The Bears, Dallas, wow, 14, really. That one might be an underrated game of the day. Let's see here again. Seahawks blowing out the Saints 35-3. Saints are just a shoo-in for the number 1 overall pick. The Bears and Cowboys again tied at 14-14. Christopher brought you the update there. Cardinals 3, 49ers 3. It looks like they're going for it here on 4th and 2. If they don't get it, this is a risk because you're on your own side of the field. In the shotgun is Nix. Nix fakes the toss. looking down the middle of the field. He's got a guy open. 10-5, touchdown Denver Broncos. 52 yards. Cortland Sutton just breaking free as can be. There was no one around. And just like that, the Broncos are on the board. Sutton doing the Freddie Freeman dance. Oh, my goodness. Pittsburgh Steelers Vikings. Yes, I'll be covering that one. So that one's going to be that's going to be a long day. Oh, geez. All right, we're pending the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 10-7, Chargers, of course, still with the lead, but the Broncos on the scoreboard converting, I can't speak, on a 4th and 2 from their own 48, a 52-yard catch and run. Cortland Sutton and Derwin James is like, what the heck? What the heck happened? I don't know. Number 32 on the coverage, he looked confused. I don't know what in the world he was doing. It's like he was not covering Sutton at all. It's like he turned around and looked the other way. All right, well, hey, the Chargers will have about 30 seconds, depending if they keep this inbounds, if they keep this, with a returnable kick. And they have 2 timeouts. I'm not going to leave it out that, the Chargers can go down and at least kick a field goal here. 7 plays, 72 yards for the Broncos. Took about a minute off the clock. Didn't really need much. Again, that huge play. Big reason for it. Again, I'm not saying the Chargers can't do it, or at least add on a 3 before the half. We're just waiting for the kickoff here. Eventually, I'm sure we'll kick things off to resume this one. Eventually. All right, there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts outside and is brought down at the 24-yard line. So the Chargers will have it at the their own 24 with about 32 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts. So again, I don't expect them to just lay over and take a knee. They can push it down the field. Of course, they have an arm like Herbert's. Might as well. Showing the AFC West standings here, the Chargers, of course, 2-0, both wins in the division. Another divisional game here. That would be huge if they win this one 3-0. The Raiders, of course, 1-2. The Chiefs 0-2. They play tonight. The Broncos, of course, well, they're 1-1 as Herbert takes the snap, and he's going to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Hampton. So nothing doing there. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Now you got to be careful. Yeah, and you don't want to give the ball back to the Broncos, which I know, they really only had that one big play, but they've shown the big play ability, and the Broncos will receive to start the second half. So, again, if the Broncos are able to tie it up somehow before the half, it's just a big bummer for the Chargers. They pretty much dominated this first half outside of, that last drive of the Broncos. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 25. In the shotgun. Herbert drops back, looking. Now moving to his left. Fires it deep down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. Broken up by Surtain. Patrick Surtain was all over him. No chance. John M., how's it going? Appreciate you stopping on in again. Appreciate it. What's up, Dr. Lay? Please hit the like and subscribe button. This guy does a great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. Today, it's been a hit and miss day for me. But I do appreciate the kind words. And Surtain was all over it. I mean, geez. So there was a holding call apparently on the Chargers. That's going to back them up. Surprised that the Broncos accepted it. 2nd and 20. They're going to hand it off to Hampton. Hampton trying to do something, and he's pushed out of bounds. So that's going to stop the clock. 3rd and 15. 16 seconds left to go. Again, I don't know. I don't think the Broncos really have a shot here to really do anything. Cardinals and 49ers both undefeated. Yeah, no. I actually, before the season, I had predictions. Of course, everyone's right and wrong all the time. I had the Niners and the Cardinals being the top two teams in the NFC. I had the Rams just missing the playoffs with a 9-8 record as he hands it off to Hampton. He's going to get a couple. And it looks like the Broncos will call a timeout. So it's going to be 4th and 9 remaining. And again, the Chargers will punt it away. Dallas defense looks horrible, which is good news. Oh, the Packers play the Cowboys next week. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice, really. I haven't really looked at the schedule much next week. I've been looking at the Steelers-Vikings thing. Oh, it's Sunday Night Football. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, again, I don't really know what window I'm going to have you guys decide yet. I don't really see a game that really just screams like I have to cover it. We'll see, though. All right, again, the Chargers going to punt it away here with about 11 seconds left. There's the snap, and there is the punt. Almost blocked. 30, 40. About a 55-yard punt. Fair catch made at the 20. And again, I imagine the Broncos just going to take a knee, and that will most likely be the end of the second quarter. Your problem is pretty much the offensive line. Yeah, they've been getting their butts kicked. Yeah, they have. The Broncos O-line, not good. Not good, Russell. They've looked not so good. They've looked really bad. So, yeah, I can concur with my own eyes. This is the first time I've watched a Bronco game this year. Of course, I missed the first one. Broncos and the Titans. I could kind of tell they didn't look all that good. As there's the knee. Again, it's going to be 10-7. Chargers leading the Broncos at the half. And, of course, in the second game, they lost to the Colts. So the Colts might be good. I mean, I don't know. It's still a tough one there. I mean, who have the Colts played? The Dolphins. I mean, obviously they beat the Broncos, but again, the Broncos, you know, that penalty at the end, I feel like the Broncos should have won. And the Broncos haven't been playing well either. And then, of course, they beat the Titans. So I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Of course, I understand bad O-line. The Steelers have a terrible O-line this year, so I totally feel you there. Some halftime scores here, or halftime stats. Bo Nix, 7 for 15, 108, and a touchdown. He's taken 1 sack, passer rating of 93.2. Justin Herbert, 10 for 20, 128, 1 pick. He's taken 3 sacks, 49.6 is the passer rating. Rushing, the Broncos 3 for 11, Harvey 1 for 4, and Dobbins 4 carries, -4 yards. Again, the big story, as I'll go over in a second, the Chargers, Hampton 10 for 33 and a touchdown. Harris 6 for 28, Herbert 1 for 4, and Davis 1 for 2. The big story is that Harris tore his Achilles. He's done. He is done for the year. So again, I feel bad. I'm a big Harris guy, but fortunately, he won't be able to have a good bounce back year. I know he's been, I don't know. I liked him in Pittsburgh. Let's see here. Cortland Sutton, 5 for 96 and a touchdown. He's had a good half. Harvey, 2 for 12. And that's pretty much it for the Broncos. For the Chargers, Quentin Johnson, 5 for 77. Gadsden, 2 for 27. McConkey, 2 for 17. Allen, 1 for 7. Sacks for the Broncos. Cooper with the sack, Jones with the sack, and Bonito with a sack. For the Chargers, Derwin James has a sack and 2 tackles for a loss. So he's been really all over the field today for the Chargers. Let's see. I really got nothing for you. I guess I can go over the scores at the half. Really not much else to really talk about. Again, the Seahawks blowing out the Saints 38-3. I mean, it's been brutal for the Saints. I don't know. The Saints, though, are driving at the 20 of Seattle, 38-3 again, Seattle leading. The Bears lead 17-14 over the Cowboys. The Niners leading 6-3 over the Cardinals. Cardinals will have the ball with about 17 seconds. I don't know if they'll do much. They do have the ball at their own 37. I don't know. They can maybe kick a field goal with a few big plays. Final score some earlier. Again, the big story, the Browns upsetting the Packers 13-10, rallying in the fourth quarter to win against a team I think is going to be very good. Again, it's not really a big deal, but it is what it is. Colts over the Titans 41-20. Vikings 48, Bengals 10. The Eagles coming back and beating the Rams 33-26. The Buccaneers 29, Jets 27. The Commies 41, Raiders 24. Panthers 30, Falcons 0, and the Jaguars 17, Texans 10. The Texans 0-3. Jeez, they're just showing some highlights here. Again, the Seahawks all over the Saints. Just a punt return. I mean, it's been that type of day. Sam Darnold 10 for 11, 169 and 2 touchdowns. Rattler 22 for 29, but only 154 yards. So a lot of dinking and dunking there. Might not have a lot of an opportunity. Showing an eye highlight here. Again, a flea flicker in Chicago. We saw one earlier here with the Broncos. Weren't able to connect. They connected in Chicago. Caleb Williams 7 for 13, 187 and 2 touchdowns. Dak 14 for 16, 98 yards and a touchdown. So again, a lot of dinking and dunking there for Dak as well. Of course, that's really been the NFL now. A lot of short throws. And they don't even show any highlights of the Niners-Cardinals game, as that is 6-3. And I can see why. I can see why. A lot of dinking and dunking there. Showing the highlights again. Pittsburgh winning over the Patriots 21-14. The Patriots, though, with 5 turnovers. May with a pick and a fumble. 3 fumbles by the running backs. I couldn't believe it. And again, the Browns knocking off the Packers 13-10. A 55-yarder game winner. Flacco, 21 for 36, 142 yards. Jeez, again, a lot of dinking and dunking in today's NFL. And, of course, they're showing a catch here, and he's going to get blown up, and a fumble 6. There was also a pick 6 in that one. Jake Browning, 140 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Carson Wentz, 14 for 20, 173 and 2 touchdowns. So, again, congratulations to Carson Wentz getting his first dub in a while. It has been a while since Carson Wentz has won a game, so congratulations to him. Highlights here, Rams, Eagles. Rams with a chance to win the game, but it's blocked. And it's recovered by Jordan Davis, who takes it 60 yards and wins 33-26. Unbelievable. Just amazing there. Redskins, Raiders, punt return here. Well, I couldn't tell you who it is, but I can tell you that the Raiders blew out the Redskins blew out the Raiders 41-24. Gino with a nice day, 19 for 29, 289, 3 touchdowns. At least statistically, couldn't tell you if he actually played well. Jaguars, Texans, hands it off with about a minute left to go. And Etienne, untouched up the middle. That's the game winner, 17-10. Daniel Jones handing it off to Taylor, who, again, makes multiple Titans miss. 3 tackles. Make it 4 missed tackles as the Colts cruise to a 41-20 victory over the Titans. Buccaneers and the Jets. The Buccaneers with a game winner in their throwback uniforms. Almost losing to the Jets. Jets rallying back but unable to win. Buccaneers come back and hold on to a win. 29-27. The Falcons getting blown out by the Panthers. Penix throwing a pick 6 is the highlight of that one. Bryce Young, 16 for 24, 121 yards. Again, today's NFL is all about the underneath stuff. Because, man, and you know, it's what bothers me. Everyone's, oh, yeah, offense has never been better. Well, I don't think so. It's because the rules are making it to where it looks like they're better with all the scores, but no, it is not. Again, the Bears up 17-14. They still have the ball halftime in the other games. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. I got really nothing for halftime. If the Reds and Mets tied up the Reds, will advance by. Let me actually look that up. Let's see. I don't know if I can look up here. Reds, Mets, playoff, tiebreaker. Let me see if there's a tiebreaker. Maybe you're probably right. I don't know. Cincinnati holds the tiebreaker. Oh, okay. Where the Mets stand in tiebreaker scenarios. Okay, this doesn't really help me at all. Okay, well, I thought they did the one-game playoff, but I guess not anymore. Interesting. Well, that's huge. That's huge if you're a baseball fan. Well, hey, at least my Browns won one game. Yeah, you did. That's a big win. What do you guys got next week? Let's see. You guys got the Lions at Detroit. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Now, if it's in Cleveland, then Cleveland has a great shot. But, yeah, I don't know about that. Nah, not in Detroit. Detroit's really good in Detroit. Jesus, how's it going? Chargers, yes. The Chargers winning 10-7 over the Broncos. Again, it's halftime. So we're kind of just waiting for us to get back going. Feel free, guys. Go ahead and get some food, get some drinks, get some whatever. Use the bathroom or continue doing whatever you're doing. As, again, we're just hanging out, ready to get back into action. I am ready. I mean, of course I'm ready for football, but, yeah, I'm also ready to kind of like, hey, relax for the evening. Had three streams yesterday, pretty tired. Going to bed at like 12:45. That was just a long 9 hours of streaming. And, of course, the Steelers-Patriots took a few years off my life. I don't know how the Steelers won that game, but they did. So, thank you, Pittsburgh. Shout you out. A lot of teams eliminated now in the playoffs now. Looks like the Royals about to be eliminated. Rangers, they're pretty much on the brink of elimination. They've fallen apart, lost 7 in a row. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, jeez. The Marlins, they are on the brink of elimination. Same with the Cardinals. The Giants have fallen apart. Getting swept by the Dodgers that's kind of a killer. Diamondbacks still alive, about a game and a half back. About 7 to go. Yeah, we'll see. Again, it's going to be pretty fun. I wanted to try to get the Mets, want to try to call one more game for the Mets this year. I don't think it's going to happen, just based on like how I've looked at it. Just doesn't seem to happen. But we have Minnesota next after Lions, so I think you're going to say you're going to blow out, you're going to beat the Vikings. Did you see what the Vikings just did today? I mean, I would not be claiming any wins against the Vikings. The Steelers play the Vikings. I'm not jotting that down. The Steelers play the Vikings next week. I mean, shoot, the Vikings to me look better. Who do the Mets? Who do the Mets play? Mets, Cubs. Yeah, the Mets. I don't know. The Mets might not make it, guys. The Mets might be done. Of course, the Cubs also got swept by the Reds as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking things over for the Mets. I'd like to call one more game for the Mets, but I just don't know if I'll get an opportunity. Just doesn't seem like I will. Oh, well. The Mets play the last series. They play the Marlins. Well, I mean, they have a chance there, but... Oh, well. Again, we're still in commercial break, guys. So, again, I feel bad. I know you guys are like, what the heck is this guy talking about? I'm just kind of just yapping. Yeah, but the Browns have a much better defense than Cincinnati, and JJ not playing. I understand that, but, again, you're still 1-2. I mean, keep that in mind. You have a great defense, and it doesn't matter. If the offense can't get going, there might be a Ravens game that happens, like the Ravens will just pull away. It's not like the Ravens were great. I mean, I don't even think they had a lot of offense in that game. But yeah, it's 41-17. I mean, looking at it, it looks like a blowout, but when you look at the team stats, I mean, the Browns outgained the Ravens, and they just couldn't. The Ravens actually were held to 242 yards, and they blew them out. So, again, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, if you're a Browns fan, I would not count any wins. You would be lucky to get some wins. You got lucky today, to be honest with you. Again, a blocked field goal does not happen. The Packers should have won, but obviously they didn't. But no, like I said, the Browns are bad, and they are bad. You know it. And now you're saying they're going 8-9 after you just said they're going 1-16. So you're just kidding when you say it. You actually don't believe it. You still believe in the Browns. So all this stuff you're saying, oh, the Browns, oh, they're so bad. Oh my gosh, No, you don't even believe it. Whenever I say the Steelers are bad, I say the Steelers are bad, and I mean the Steelers are bad. They are bad. Force clinched the NL Central. Yeah, no, they did. All right, here is the kickoff. We're resuming here in Los Angeles. Fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30. Brought down at the 34-yard line. That is Mims with the return. Nice return there. And that's where the Broncos will begin the drive. They didn't even start the clock. What the heck? You're a fan, you got to believe. I guess. I mean, I'm realistic. I understand you're still in school, so I get it. When I was 18, 17, 18, I don't know if you're college or NFL, or college NFL, college or high school. But, yeah, when the Steelers obviously were consistently in the playoffs, oh, yeah, Super Bowl every year. Being older, I've wisened up as Nix hands it off to Dobbins at the 35-40. Makes a guy miss at the 45-50, 45-40. Cutting inside. No, he fakes it. Pushed out of bounds at the 25. Dobbins, first play, and that's a big play. But, yeah, no, anyway, I've wisened up. I no longer say when they are bad, and trust me, the Steelers are bad. They're bad. And when I say the Browns are bad, it's not out of hate for the Browns. It's because the Browns are bad. 1st and 10, hands it off to Dobbins, cutting inside, now cutting outside, spinning, and brought down at the 19-yard line. Nice gain by Dobbins, gain of 6. You have a stretch of Miami, Pats, Jets, Raiders. I get you, but again, they're looking at you like you're looking at the Dolphins, like you're looking at the Patriots, like you're looking at the Jets, like you're looking at the Raiders. They look at the Browns like the Raiders. The Jets look at the Browns like the Jets. That's pretty much what I'm saying. They're circling you as a win. So that's how it goes. 2nd and 4 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Nix drops back, looking to his right. Fires. It's going to be caught by Dobbins. He's at the 15. Stiff arm. 10, 5. Touchdown, Denver Broncos. What a play by J.K. Dobbins. This was the J.K. Dobbins drive. Unbelievable. And I think the throw was backwards. They're going to say it was a run. So I'm sure Dobbins will love that. Did he stay in bounds is the question, just tiptoeing. Oh, yeah, I think he did. Wow. Did he stay in bounds there? Again, he's like tiptoeing down the sideline. Wow, what a drive. J.K. Dobbins taking over the game, or at least this drive again. Wow, he just stayed in bounds the entire way. Extra point is pending. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. The Broncos, a.k.a. J.K. Dobbins. Huge. 14-10. The Broncos now lead over the Chargers. This game might be a little interesting, folks. The Packers cost you big. I bet they cost a lot of people today. I think so. J.K. Dobbins showing why he was the best running back in college. Yeah, J.K. again, not too bad. He's just had rough. He's had rough luck when it comes to injuries. The Bears 24. Wow, the Bears 24. Cowboys 14. 25 seconds till halftime. That's still at halftime. I might be able to watch a little bit of that before I wind down for the day. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is a growing channel. And Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we are over 1,000. I can't believe it myself. So I do appreciate you guys for your support. I really do. Thank you guys. Again, just clicking on the live stream helps out this little channel a lot. Views help. Likes help. So again, make sure to like it up. That like button is very clutch for small channels like mine. And yes, I still consider myself a small channel because we got a long way to go. I think we can do something special here. And again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. Again, I know there's a lot of other streamers out there. But again, if you're just tuning in, the Broncos just marched down the field, a.k.a., by the way, Broncos, a.k.a. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins just took over and just made quick work of that. 14-10, the Chargers, of course, going to be kicking things off whenever we do return to action. Again, CBS loves their commercials. So will Herbert be able to respond? Again, the first half, I really feel like it was dominated by the Chargers outside of the last drive of the Broncos. And yet, the Chargers find themselves down. That was a great catch by Dobbins. Again, it was a run play. And it's officially a run play because the throw was backwards. So if Dobbins wasn't able to make the catch, who knows if he would have even known it was backwards. So a lot of stuff happening there. 3 carries, 66 yards on the drive there for Dobbins. So we're just waiting to resume this one again. Sorry guys, but I'm at the mercy of the NFL. Here is the kickoff. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, 25. Oh, and he loses the ball. There's a fumble. There's a scrum. Who has it? Oh, my goodness. Not what you needed if you're the Chargers. Oh, my gosh. He was kind of taking it easy, too. It's Broncos football. Wow, it's going the other way. And the Chargers are self-destructing all of a sudden. That is Skinner the third with the recovery. Jeez, Ellis punching it out. Wow, that is huge. What a switch of momentum here. Davis, again, I don't know what he was doing. He's kind of slowing up as he was getting ready to, I guess, brace for impact. I don't know, but that definitely cost the Chargers. And the Broncos will have the ball at the 30 of Los Angeles. In the shotgun is Nix. Receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Nix hands it off to Dobbins. Dobbins stutter step, lowering the shoulder, and he's gang tackled at the 28. So gain of 2, and that'll put the ball at the 28 of Los Angeles. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Broncos march down the field in 3 plays with J.K. Dobbins and scored. The Chargers fumble the kickoff return. The Dolphins. The Broncos have it at the 28. 2nd and 8. Nix is in the shotgun. Trips to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Nix changing up the play. They got 5 seconds. Better hurry. Nix drops back. Looking to his right. Fires to the end zone. He's got a guy. Incomplete. Mims was wide open. He beat his guys. There was 2 guys on him. But Nix couldn't make the throw. Just over Mims, about 5 yards. Man, that's brutal. Liberty saying, go Broncos. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Liberty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 3rd and 8 for the Broncos. They're at the 28. They need to get to the 20. Nix just clapping away. Takes the snap. Looking to his left. Going to check it down to Mims. Nice catch. The 25 ripped out of bounds at the 24. believe that was tipped. And the Broncos might have to settle for 3. Congrats on the 1K. Thank you, Liberty. I appreciate you. Again, you've been here since the beginning as well. You're an OG as well. So, again, thank you very much for your support. It's been fun. It's been fun. Very fun, actually. It's been a very neat journey. 4th and 4. Again, they're going to try to get this field goal here from the left hash. 42-yard attempt. It is up. It is good. And the Broncos lead 17-10 over the Chargers. It's funny, I'm a Broncos fan, but L.A. is your city. Yeah, you live in Cali. Still more of a Rams fan, though. Oh, yeah, they blew it today. They had a huge lead over the Eagles, and the Eagles just rallied back. The blocked field goal. Yeah, that is brutal. But thank you, as always, for stopping by, Liberty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Of course, I'm not shooing you away. You're more than welcome to stay, but, of course, you got other things to do. Totally understood. Again, I'm just entertainment. You can turn me off and on at any time. All right, let's see what we got here across the NFL. The Seahawks, again, they're blowing out the Saints 38-6. Looks like they might settle for 3 here. Bears up 24-14 over the Cowboys at the half. The Niners up 6-3 over the Cardinals as they're beginning the third quarter here. And again, the big story earlier, the Browns upsetting the Packers 13-10. The Colts over the Titans 41-20. Vikings 48, Bengals 10. The Eagles coming back and defeating the Rams 33-26. The Buccaneers almost blowing the lead there and almost blowing the game against the Jets, who rallied in the fourth, but the Buccaneers reclaimed it with the win 29-27. The Commies up and defeating the Raiders 41-24. The Panthers won 30-0, and the Jaguars won 17-10. But again, appreciate you guys. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, we're a growing channel. Last night we passed 1,000. I couldn't believe it myself, but 6 months later, after really getting this thing started, we have made a lot of progress. So again, thank you guys for your support. I really do appreciate you guys. And we're a growing channel. So again, if you haven't subbed yet, we are a growing channel. Might as well get on the train while we're just getting started. Just a little brief recap of the game. Again, the Chargers were up 10-0. But the Broncos have 17 unanswered. So at one point in time, I'm like, man, if you like offense, this really isn't for you. But the Broncos have turned it on. Pretty much on that 4th and 2 play from their own 49 has changed the game. That was late in the second quarter. Just waiting for us to resume this one. Would be nice. Would be really cool, actually. Would be very cash money, as they say. Or not. We're just going to go and look at Herbert and Harbaugh on the sideline. All right, looks like we're back. So the Broncos kicker ready to kick things off to resume this one again. 17-10 is your score. As there is the kickoff. It's going to be fielded in the end zone. He's at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that's where he's going to be brought down. So that's where the Chargers will begin their drive at their own 25. 11:57 left to go in the third quarter. Broncos, again, 17 unanswered. Leading. Again, Harris is out possibly for the game or for the season. They're saying it's an ankle, but I think it's going to be an Achilles. 1st and 10, Herbert under center. Herbert, play action. Looking to his left, looking to his right, fires. It is caught and immediately pushed out of bounds. That is Hampton with the catch, and that is a gain of 1 on the play. The Broncos defense has looked a lot better as of late, and that was actually Herbert's 2,000th career completion, second fastest in NFL history, 82 games. Mahomes doing it in 81. So 2nd and 9 ball at the 26. Herbert takes the snap, looking to his left. Now looking to his right. Checks it down to Hampton. Hampton, stiff arms, breaks free, but now he's gang tackled by a bunch of Broncos as there is a flag on the play. I couldn't tell you who it's on. Nothing looked too crazy there. Illegal contact, defense. And that's an automatic first down. Patrick Surtain. Illegal contact. So that means he got in the face or what? I have no idea. I didn't see anything on Surtain. It looks like they're saying it was on actually Moss, so never mind. So it wasn't on Surtain. It was on Moss. All right, brand new set of downs for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 31 in the shotgun is Herbert. Trips to left, one receiver to the right. Hands it off to Hampton. Oh, he's inside at the 35, 40, and brought down at the 42. Nice run by Hampton. That's an 11-yard gain on the play. James Conner just took a nasty hit. He is done for the year. Oh, man. Dang it, I like James Conner. Again, another former Steeler. I won't look. I don't like looking at gruesome injuries, personally. 1st and 10 at the 42. Herbert in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one to the left. Herbert looking to his right. Now looking over the middle. Looking to his left. Fires. It is incomplete. McConkey on the ground. He can't believe it. There's no flag. Now there is a flag. He was looking around like, what in the world? I actually didn't really get to see it. I just saw him on the ground. So I couldn't tell you if it was incidental or just flat out terrible play by the defense. That is on Hufanga, the former Niner. Oh my gosh, Hufanga just tackling McConkey when the ball wasn't even thrown yet, or just thrown. Like, I don't know what in the world Hufanga was doing. Chris says, let's go Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 50. Herbert under center. Receiver to the left, tight ends in tight, hands it off. This is Hampton trying to get something, and he can't get anything, as that's a loss of 1. And you'll never guess, there's another penalty. Hit right knee, okay. It's probably like the Nick Chubb thing. That was pretty bad, if I had to guess. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Holding on the defense. Number 98, not even a corner. So the defense penalties here, killing the Broncos and giving the Chargers free yards. I don't think the Chargers mind that. Again, it's kind of been all Broncos since the end of the second quarter. We're really with the 2-minute warning. So really the Broncos have only dominated the last 7 minutes of actual game, but they lead now because of it. 17-10. 1st and 10 though at the Broncos 45. Herbert in the shotgun by himself. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Herbert takes the snap, looking to his right. Fires. It's caught at the 42 and pushed out of bounds, as that was Gadsden on the catch. Called his name a few times tonight. It's worse than Chubb's. Geez, yeah, I don't think I'll be looking at that one. Chubb's was bad. Though I did see the Mostert. Oh, the Mostert one where his arm. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. That was one of the worst things I've seen. I wasn't even watching the game much. I just happened to turn it on, and that's like the first thing I saw. It was horrible. 2nd and 6 at the 41. Herbert in the shotgun. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Herbert drops back. Looking. It's going to swing out to Hampton. Hampton at the 40. And is able to get the first down. Ellis there with the tackle, as that's a gain of 7. He's on a cart. Man. So former Steeler running backs today taking a beating. Again, Najee Harris out for the year, most likely with an Achilles. That's what it looked like. And, of course, James Conner apparently having a serious injury there that results a cart and an air cast. Unbelievable. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Herbert hands it off. This is Hampton up the middle. He's at the 31, and now he's driven backwards, as that's going to be a gain of about 3. The clock continues. They showed a stat earlier, again, just to show you how really one-sided this game was prior to the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. The Chargers have 17 first downs. The Broncos only have 6. So like I've been saying, again, the Chargers, I mean, they're looking at the scoreboard. They can't believe it. 2nd and 6, ball at the 30. Herbert under center, sending a man in motion. Herbert, play action, drops back, steps up, throws to his left. That's going to be way out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for Fisk, the tight end fullback hybrid. Again, Herbert has had some throws today that have just been way just inaccurate. It's very shocking to see. So a big 3rd down here for the Chargers. 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, they need to get to the 24 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Going left to right on your YouTube screen. Herbert drops back, looks, fires. Over the middle, it's caught by McConkey at the 25 and tripped up at the 20. McConkey with the clutch catch and a clutch first down. That'll keep the drive alive. McConkey smiling. Bunch formation again, pretty much just natural picks, not anything intentional. Surtain. The nice tackle. I mean, honestly, he could have gotten way more there. All right, a brand new set of downs for the Chargers. 1st and 10. Let's see where they mark it. At the 18. In the shotgun is Herbert. Herbert, play action. Steps up. Throws. It's going to be incomplete. That was going to be a tough catch for Allen if he was going to make it. I don't think he was. That was in the dirt, really. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Good-looking drive for the Chargers. Again, they really needed to answer because, again, the Broncos, 17 unanswered. And, again, really, the Broncos just have really had about a nice 4 minutes. I mean, again, the ending of the 2 minutes at the of the first half and then the first 2 minutes of this half. I mean, yeah. 2nd and 10. Herbert drops back, looks, throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Pass intended for McConkey. Herbert took a shot there at the end. Trying to sidearm it in there, and Singleton lowering the boom. Herbert falling backwards. And it really did impact the throw. It's a wobbly throw. So 3rd and 10 for the Chargers. They need to get to the 8. Herbert drops back, fires. It's caught at the 15. Johnson moving forward at the 10, and he gets the first down. Took a shot at the end of that one. That was Singleton with a huge hit stick. But that's a brand new set of downs for the Chargers. This career's probably over. It's not an overreaction. Well, that's sad. That is very sad to hear. Big James Conner guy myself. But there's a 1st and goal opportunity for the Chargers in this one. Ball at the 6. That's a really good spot, to be honest with you. In the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Herbert, it's a toss to Hampton. Trying to get something, spinning forward, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Honestly, doing a good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage because the Broncos were all in the backfield. That could have been an easy loss of 3 there. But Hampton, again, keeping the feet moving, spinning around, and get back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and goal, ball at the 6. Herbert in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Herbert drops back, looking to his left. Now looking over the middle. Now he's moving to his right. Fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. Off the fingertips of Gadsden. But again, I think that throw was out of bounds anyway. It's really shocking it's really shocking that, again, the throws of Herbert today have been way off target. You see his completion percentage. Actually, I don't know if you can. Going to lower it a little bit. He's 15 for 30. It's 15 for 30. Nix himself, 8 for 17. So, again, you're seeing kind of a blast from the past here as far as stats are concerned. Some 1970s quarterback play. 3rd and goal at the 6. In the shotgun is Herbert. Looking to his left. Fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Batted at the last second by a pair of Broncos. Decision time. Again, you probably just need to kick the field goal. Patrick Surtain just all over the place today. Tipped by a linebacker, then Surtain at the end. Again, a pair of Broncos getting their hands on it. Looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit to make this a 4-point game. This is a 24-yard attempt from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. So the Broncos had 17 unanswered. The Chargers stopped the bleeding with 3 of their own. 17-13, Broncos lead over the Chargers. 5:35 left to go here in the third quarter. What passo on James Conner? I'm guessing it's a broken leg. I don't really want to look at it. I probably will find it anyway because that stuff usually finds me, whether I want it to or not. So, once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, if you like college football, and you like Major League Baseball, then this is a great channel for you. Because, again, we're a growing channel. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. So we're just growing and growing and growing. You may as well hop on the train now. Earlier today, of course, I covered my Steelers in the loss, or not the loss, but it felt like a loss. Steelers over the Patriots. Oh, yeah, that would have been great if they lost. It felt like a loss. 5 turnovers by the Patriots, and the Steelers still barely won. That was brutal. But again, I appreciate you guys. Again, if you're a sports fan, definitely like and subscribe, like many of your sports brethren have done already. All right, Seahawks, they lead 41-6 over the Saints. The Bears lead 24-14 over the Cowboys. Let's see, the Niners up 6-3 over the Cardinals, as Cardinals have the ball at the San Francisco 44. Again, the final scores, the big story of the day: the Browns upsetting the Packers 13-10. Colts over the Titans 41-20. Vikings 48, Bengals 10. Eagles 33, Rams 26, Buccaneers 29, Jets 27. The Commies 41, Raiders 24, Panthers 30, Falcons nothing, and the Jaguars 17, Texans 10. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll refresh that. We'll go over some stats a little bit later, probably at the end of the third quarter. Typed in Broncos, Chargers, you were the 4th choice. That's not too bad. I'll take it. Again, I know there's a lot of people out there. I know there's that big Broncos guy. That's good sports. So, again, I appreciate you guys giving me a chance to call this game. I know Rising Rhino is also calling this game as well. So, again, a lot of big streamers out there. So, again, I appreciate you guys letting me call this game for you. Hopefully, again, I can earn that subscription. It's free. Press that like button. Definitely helps out this little channel. Again, it's growing. We're a growing channel. So we're ready to resume this one. Again, the Broncos leading 17-13 over the Chargers. All right, there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, lowering the shoulder, brought down at the 34-yard line. That's where the Broncos will begin their drive. Pretty good field position yet again. Not a fan of Perna. He calls a good game. I've actually never heard of him call a game before. I just, I watch him for his videos, but sometimes they're a little bit crazy. A little bit too much on the language, and topics might be a little bit too crazy. It is what it is, though. He's still pretty good. 1st and 10 at the 34. Looks like there's some miscommunication here with the Broncos. Nick's like, hey, you got to go over there. Nick's under center, sending a man in motion. Nick's play action, heavy pressure. It's caught at the 30. It's a screen. Reversing field, 35, brought down at the 36. That is Franklin with the catch. Looks like, again, it's a gain of about 2. Okay, I thought there was going to be a flag on the play, but there's no flag. So second and 9. They're saying second and 9. I guess they're going to mark him down at the 35. To me, it looked like the 36. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Again, the Broncos leading the Chargers 17-13. Nick's under center. Nick's hands it off. This is Harvey. Harvey's got nothing. That's a loss of 2 on the play, but there is a flag. There's been a lot of flags. This is either going to be offsides or, well, probably an offsides fight, I guess. Or an illegal formation. That's right. And that's going to be actually declined. So, yeah, the result of the play going to stand. It's going to be about 3rd and 11 coming up. I'm still grieving the Packers loss. At least I'm past the anger stage. Yeah, it was a disappointing loss there, Chris. But again, you're fine. All right, 3rd and long for the Broncos. At the 33, they need to get to the 44. Nix drops back, looking. Checks it down. It's caught at the 35. Trying to make a guy miss. He cannot. Great tackle by Still. As the Broncos drive will be Still itself. And the Broncos will have to punt it away. Harvey trying to break free, but again, just can't. Still with a great tackle. Trisk is very sad. I couldn't tell you if it's for James Conner or the Packers. No, the Packers, okay. All right, 4th and 9 again. They're going to punt it. This is Crawshaw. He's already had 4 punts on the day. Again, it was a punt fest earlier. If you like punts, then the first half was for you. There is the punt. Fair catch signal made at the 15. That's a very good punt. Punt of 51 yards. 51 yards in the air in a hang time of 5.3. I mean, that's just insane. All right, again, 17-13 is your score. Broncos with the lead. Chargers, though, with the ball with 3:38 left to go here in the third quarter. But once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And hopefully this sounds good to you. Hopefully you're liking the style of broadcast that I do. It's kind of like the traditional radio style. Now, I'm not going to lie, my voice is kind of going away as I did 9 hours of this yesterday. I'm now on 5 hours of this today. But, hey, we're moving up. We're doing fine. It's all worth it in the end. Again, we just crossed 1,000 subs last night. So it's a growing channel. So definitely like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. This is what I do. Again, appreciate you guys just clicking on the live stream again. I know there's a lot of competition out there, so I appreciate that. I really do. Let's see if I have anything else. I don't really have much for you guys because, again, there's only a few games happening right now. Looks like the Cardinals did tie it up, so 6-6 there in San Francisco. The Niners have the ball. The Bears have the ball. They're driving. They're up 24-14. Man, this game's kind of moving slow. I mean, the 25 games are not too far behind the Chargers and Seahawks. Jeez, huh? And, of course, the Seahawks are blowing out the Saints. Oh, my gosh, yeah, 44-6. So, yeah, if you're a Saints fan, that is rough. That is not good. Looks like we might be returning from commercial. That's a Survivor commercial, so hopefully that means we're returning to Los Angeles. All right, we're back. And again, next Sunday, unsure what games I'm calling. I know I'm calling Steelers-Vikings. unsure what you guys are voting for, yes, this game was voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So, again, you guys vote every single week on one game every week. So that is a perk of being a subscriber of mine. How many other streamers let you pick the game? Not often. Not many people do it. Again, we're a growing channel. First and 10 at the 14. Herbert. Play action. Steps up. Heavy pressure. And down he goes. Sack. Bonito. Looking very bonito on the edge there with the sack. That's his second sack of the game. Be still. Yeah. Thank you, Ben. I was wondering if anyone would have heard that. You know, hey, no compliments. That's okay. That is okay. Appreciate you, Ben. But that is a loss of 8. So 2nd and 18 at the 6. In the shotgun is Herbert. Heavy pressure yet again. Herbert throwing it down the right side. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Harris, not Najee Harris. The receiver, Harris, just outstretched. Did I get a new member? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Eduardo Hernandez. I wonder if that's an Eduardo Hernandez I know or just happens to be another person that shares the same name. So thank you. Thank you. You got the $5 tier. Oh, my gosh. Why did you do that? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. And I don't know if that's the Eduardo I know IRL or not, but thank you very much. 3rd and 18. Drops back. Steps up. He's going to check it down at the 10. Cuts outside at the 15. Oh, he's hit hard at the 19-yard line, but he's going to be well short of the line to gain. And again, it looks like the Chargers are going to have to punt it away. Again, Eduardo, you're a legend. I appreciate you. Again, I don't know. I'll have to see if it's my friend or not. You know, well, after the game, I'll check. But hey, is that you? Okay, it is. I know you. Thank you, Eduardo, for that. That's very nice. 4 sacks for the Broncos. Yeah, no. The Broncos defense has been terrorizing Justin Herbert today. Again, his stats not so good as Scott punts it away. Not a good punt. Fair catch made at the 41. So the Broncos will have very good field position. Can they take advantage? Another sponsor for commercial breaks, I know. So Coffee Beans will have a buddy. I've been kind of slacking off. I do it every now and then. Again, Coffee Beans to the commercial break sponsor. The scoreboard sponsor will be adding Eduardo Hernandez to that list as well. But we'll do that very, very soon. Again, we're going to stay here. No commercial. That's always good. So the Broncos taking over at their own, I believe it was 41-yard line. Yep. Nix is in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to his right. Steps up. Moving to his left now. Telling everybody go. He's running at the 45. It steps out of bounds at the 47. So a gain of 6 for Bo Nix. Again, the Broncos, you know, you're looking at it, the Broncos been leading. I mean, they haven't really, outside of about 6 minutes of, like, the game. Again, the last 2 minutes of the first half and then the first 4 minutes of the second half, really, that's been the Broncos' window. The Chargers have really dominated outside of that, but the Broncos' defense is starting to really make some noise as Nix sends a guy in motion. Nix hands it up the middle. He's at the 50, 45. Dobbins with a spin, but, oh, man. Derwin James delivering a huge hit, but Dobbins loves it. Kind of doing a little bit of a Ezekiel Elliott there with the spoon thing or whatever. Feed him more. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos as they are in Charger territory. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's 17-13 Broncos leading the Chargers. In the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Nix hands it off to Dobbins. Dobbins cuts inside and still moving forward, and he's brought down at about the 37-yard line. Gain of 4. Dobbins has had a really nice game. Live stats, 10 carries, 79 yards. Been very good. Of course, he had that long run for 40. as well. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Broncos. If this is not an incompletion, this will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Nix in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. That is Mims. Sending him again in motion. Nix. Play action is going to keep it. Oh, and he's down. I don't know if it's a sack or just a designed run there, but it was a loss regardless. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Broncos currently lead 17-13. But the Broncos, of course, with the ball, looking to add on to this lead. Again, thank you, Eduardo, for that. I will, again, make sure to add you to it. Again, I had some donors earlier as well. So, again, I do appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, if you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. This is a growing channel. Again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. So, again, definitely subscribe to the channel as we are a growing channel. I think we're at 1,010 or something like that. So, yeah, 1.01. So, yeah, no, we're growing. Reds hold a playoff spot for the first time since March 29th. Oh, geez. But, yeah, I just can't believe the Mets have completely fallen apart. All right, again, this commercial break is brought to you by Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'll be sure to, again, add Eduardo at the end of this one. I'll just say commercial break sponsor instead of that delay dynasty thing. All right. Let's see. The Seahawks lead the Saints 44-6. The Saints are driving. They're at the Seattle 13, so they might be able to cut the lead to like 31 or something, but they're down 38. The Bears, actually, they just did. Touchdown, Saints, Spencer Rattler to Stoll. They've cut the lead to 32, pending the extra point. The Bears, 24, Cowboys, 14. The Bears are driving. They're at the Dallas 4. I imagine they kick the field goal there if they go for the touchdown and get it. Ooh, that is tough for the Cowboys. 6-6 there in San Francisco as the Niners, again, host the Cardinals. Not much happening there. Joseph, how's it going? Oh, boy, do I have some real choice words from the Raiders. Oh, boy. That's not good, Joseph. Go Reds as a Brewers fan. I'd rather have them be in the playoffs. Ooh, a little disrespect there from Chris. Yeah, the Reds have a tough schedule, though. I think they play the Brewers. They do play the Pirates, but they play the Brewers. Some stats here, again, as we enter the 4th quarter. Knicks, 10 for 19, 115 and a touchdown. Herbert, 16 for 32, 177 and a pick. Team rushing yards. Actually, no, we'll have to cut back. We'll have to cut back because we're about to play again. 3rd and 10, Knicks in the shotgun. Nix drops back, looking to his right, fires on the middle. It's caught, actually. It was tipped. And he's still on his feet. And he's tackled at the 32. It was ricocheted, tipped, whatever you want to call it. It found a Bronco tight end, James, holding his helmet. He can't believe it. It was great coverage. James tipped it up in the air, but it finds a tight end. And it's going to be 4th and short. 42 votes, pretty good turnout. Yeah, no, it's been a good. This game actually doing better than my Steelers game. How does that make any sense? It is what it is. 4th and 1, and it looks like there's a timeout. I don't know who called it. We're just I don't know if it's an official one. James can't believe it. He's still going crazy. Defense again, just dominating. Yeah, no, it's been kind of a defense thing. Dallas defense making bad offenses look good. Yeah. Danny Dimes strikes again this week. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. Again, I think it's an official timeout because no timeouts, are being docked here by the Broncos or Chargers. Again, the Broncos have the ball. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the Charger 32, and it looks like they might be going for it. Like it's something actually be excited and interested about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did the virtual measurement for no reason. He's a yard short. I mean, that was not even close. That was a nice waste of time. So the NFL, again, saying, hey, this is going to be quicker. Yeah, you kind of just, that's 2 minutes of our lives we can't get back there, NFL. All right, 4th and 1. Nix is under center. Nix rolling to his right, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 25, 20, 15, brought down at the 10. There is a flag at the end of the play, but that's a brand new set of downs for the Broncos. That was Courtland Sutton. Oh, man. Again, Courtland Sutton has been coming up huge. Personal foul, face mask. Oh, man, that's against the Chargers. That is Gilman. And the Broncos are once again knocking on the door. Very good stuff by Nix. Again, heavy pressure, but able to stay composed. That's half the distance. 1st and goal at the 5. Nix in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Nix is going to take it. Quarterback draw, and he's fighting forward, but not going to get much. He gets a yard. His helmet kind of almost came off there. So 2nd and goal at the 4 coming up for the Broncos. Again, the Broncos, again, a very good-looking drive. They go up a touchdown. The Chargers, again, they've struggled as of late. 2nd and goal at the 4. In the shotgun is Nix. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Sending a man in motion. Nix drops back, looking to his right. Now looking over the middle. Fires. It is incomplete. There's a flag at the end of that one. I don't know if Franklin flat out dropped it. I'd like to see what happened there. I couldn't believe it. It looked like an easy touchdown. Pass interference. Offense. It doesn't matter if he caught it anyway. That's going to back him up 10. That's crucial. Franklin. Oh, yeah. Franklin just putting. And Franklin flat out just dropped it. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what in the world. I thought it may have been tipped or something, but no hands. But he did put hands in the face of the Chargers defender. So 2nd and goal at the 14. Nix in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going left to right on your YouTube screen. Nix takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Looking to his left. Now moving to his right. He's going to take off and run. Cuts inside. Lowering the shoulder. Brought down at the 8. That's a gain of 6. And he'll make it 3rd and goal at the 8. As we tick under 13 minutes left in regulation. The Chargers, again, you look at the stats. The Broncos, again, just dominated that 4 or 5 minute stretch. And now they're putting together a drive. The Chargers, been dominating the game, but we're losing. And the Broncos, again, they're kind of feeling themselves here. 3rd and goal at the 8. Nix drops back. Heavy pressure. Throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Franklin had it, but then he was hit by Jefferson, who jarred the ball loose. And it falls incomplete. They're going to have to settle for 3. Yeah, Franklin took a shot again. He dropped a wide open touchdown pass. Not like it would have mattered anyway, because he was called for a pass interference, offensive pass interference, but he's got the dropsies today. Lutz on to trying to convert this 26-yard attempt from the right hash. It is up. It is good. And the Broncos lead 20-13 with 12:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe, of course. The Scoreboard sponsor brought to you by Coffee Beans and a new sponsor, Eduardo Hernandez. Thank you very much, Eduardo Hernandez, for your contribution. I do appreciate it. It's very nice of you. I really thank you. All right. Scoreboard update around the league. Again, not many games happening. The Seahawks up 44-13 over the Saints. Looks like the Seahawks going to punt it away. Drew Lock is in the game. And they just punted away there. The Bears, 31. They went for it, man. And they got it. 31-14 over the Cowboys. The Cowboys down by 3 scores in Chicago. The Cardinals, 6. The Niners, 6. They are also in the fourth quarter. Again, all these games, the first two, the Broncos, Chargers, Saints, Seahawks, started 20 minutes, before the Cowboys, Bears, and Cardinals, Niners. But yet the clock is about the same. It tells you how these games are kind of dragging along. Or those games are going fast. I don't know, but that's just pretty wild to me. But again, appreciate you guys. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Vince for the land, how's it going? The Browns fan. Rhino thinking Super Bowl for the Colts. Well, he can think a lot of things. I would tell you, though, that is not going to happen. Not in the year 2025. Not in the year 2025. Not happening. But thank you for stopping by there, Vince. Again, appreciate you. I'm sure I'll hear it all about it tomorrow morning. Again, if you like football shows, well, hey, we're pretty much Mike and Mike in the morning just in 2025, though we have a little bit more debate as well. So we're kind of like I don't know, not necessarily like first take or first things first or anything like that, but we do have some arguments for sure. So, yeah, 6 a.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. I know you guys probably won't be there for that one. But, again, you can always replay it as well. You don't have to listen to it live. So that's where Rising Rhino and I give our thoughts Mondays and Thursday mornings for an hour. All right, we're back here in Los Angeles again. The Broncos leading 20-13 over the Chargers. And the Broncos will be kicking things off again. The Herbert and the offense, they got to get something going. They've scored technically in every quarter, a field goal, touchdown, a field goal. But, again, it just feels like they've really struggled here in the second half. Browns have a great – no, I already know, Vince. Browns do have a great defense. When the Browns are home, you really can't count them out. When they're away, though, All right, there is the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. He's taking out the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. And that was a mistake. As he's brought down at the 21. Again, if you would have just taken a knee, you would have gotten it at the 35. But there is a flag on the play. If it's against the Broncos, that would help. The Chargers, anyway. And again, I have no dog in this fight. If you're wondering who I'm pulling for, I don't really. It's not a big deal to me. And it looks like they're picking up the flag. Showing Kevin Harlan in 1975 was 14 years old. Oh, geez. Trent Green was 5. Those are your, of course, broadcasters in this one. Of course, I'm your broadcaster for this one. I am your guy here. Congrats on the Steelers win. Brewers clinched. Yeah, I saw that today as Herbert hands it off to Hampton at the 25, lowering the shoulder, brought down at the 29-yard line. That's a nice gain. Gain of 7. But, yeah, the Steelers look pretty bad today here. Woodworking, it was not good. Vince for the land. Williams has 4 touchdowns. Yeah, no, they've been looking good. Again, the Cowboys defense not good. But I'm sure they are okay with today's performance. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 29. In the shotgun is Herbert. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Herbert sending a man in motion. That is Johnston. Johnston, play action. Herbert looking. It is dropped by Conklin. Setting up the tight end screen. He could make the catch. Hufanga was there to deliver a hit anyway. But that's going to make it 3rd and short. RC, how's it going? Delay your Cowboys. Oh, yeah, the Cowboys are not looking good. I told you. I'm sorry, RC. Yeah, I'm not a Cowboys guy, and well, for many reasons, but I'll be honest. Yeah, if the Cowboys are good, I'll be honest with you. I tend to keep things pretty truthful. I'm not going to mislead anybody here. 3rd and 13. In the shotgun. Herbert trying to get somebody to go in motion. He gets somebody in motion. They need to get to the 32. Herbert drops back to pass, looking to his left, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 35, falls forward at the 36. That is Keenan Allen. That's enough for a brand new set of downs for the Chargers. The Bears were the worst. Oh, yeah, no, the Bears aren't good. I assure you they're not. But I just had a feeling, again, a lot of wrong answers. You're going to look at it right here. But I did pick the Bears to win. Just had a feeling that the Bears would win today. And, yeah, again, just don't look at all the red. It's not a good week. 5-5, so I'm 500. But, you know, entering the week, I was 23-9. Yeah, so it's a rough week. If I win out, that'd be great. Pick the Seahawks, so I'm going to get 2 at least. So I could be 7-7 as we head to Sunday Night Football. So we have a commercial break here. I believe there's a little bit of an injury on the field. So 1st and 10 whenever they come back. You and Rhino doing the same game, so you guys will be able to talk about this game in deep depth. Yeah, we might be able to make that happen. Again, I don't know what he wants to talk about tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of get stuff late at the night. I'm like, okay, all right, Rhino, thank you for letting me know. With like 30 minutes before I go to bed. Again, appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is kind of the traditional radio-style voice. I try to make that happen. Of course, again, I do apologize. You'll hear it go in and out because I've been talking a lot over the weekend. 3 streams yesterday, 9 hours of college football. That was fun. That I eventually got over to 1,000 late last night in the last game. And, yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, I know there's a lot of people doing this game, so I really appreciate that I have a good crowd tonight. So, again, thank you very much. And, again, don't forget to like and subscribe because this is a growing channel. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now, we're over 1,000. We crossed that again last night, so definitely subscribe if you like baseball or football or sports better. Doesn't matter. This is a channel for you. You chose Eagles over the Rams. You picked the Chiefs over the Eagles. Yeah, I chose the Eagles over the Rams as well. Rhino says the Super Bowl runs through Indianapolis. That's pretty funny. Rhino has been learning some jokes, I see. Yeah. No, the Colts have a nice run, but, again, reality will set in pretty quickly for them. What the heck is this? Get out of my face. That was weird. Please never happen again. Let's go ahead and mute that just in case that happens again. Okay. Anyway. So, again, there was an injury, I believe. And, yeah, so it was a lineman. He was down. That is Trey Pipkins. It looks like someone touched him in the eye. Yeah, I mean, that's like the groin of the head. All right, 1st and 10 at the 35. Herbert drops back, steps up. He's moving up, fires. It is caught at the 40, and then he's immediately tackled. That was Hampton on the catch. So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Chargers. Looks like they're going to give us a score update. Mac Jones, play action, moving to his left, fires and finds Kyle Juszczyk in the end zone. The Niners now lead 13-6 over the Cardinals. 2nd and a short. 2nd and 5. I don't care what they're saying. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun is Herbert. Herbert dropping back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 45. Still on his feet, and is hit at the 47. That's Keenan Allen with the catch. I think I said meat for no reason. His feet. Again, I can't English sometimes. So they got 7 when they needed 5. Brand new set of downs for the Chargers. Looking to tie the game here. Cleveland beat Green Bay. Crazy talk about Joe. I know. Yeah, crazy day. 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert drops back, looking to his left. Now going to check it down to Hampton. He's at the 45, the 50, the 45, and hit out of bounds around the 43, about where he needed to get the first down marker. I'm unsure if he did. Yes, he got the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Again, the Chargers have a nice looking drive here as we're approaching the 9.5 minute mark. Herbert in the shotgun. Colts haven't played anybody. Yeah, I know. And they're going to mark him out at the 41. In the shotgun is Herbert. Herbert. It's a delay. Hands off to Hampton up the middle, and he's going to get brought down at the 35. So a nice gain of 6. A delay on Dr. Delay. Yes. Congrats on 1K. Thank you, RC. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Coltsies versus the world. Yeah. That's hilarious. Hilarious. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 35. Herbert drops back. Pump fakes. Moving to his right. Keeping his eyes downfield. Throws. It is incomplete. Again, the Bronco defense has been everywhere. Just, yeah, nothing. I mean, the Chargers, nobody breaking free. Of course, he's moving to his right, and there's a lot of receivers going to left as well. That's never a good thing. You can't beat the Bears. You're going, oh, well, I mean, I'm sorry, RC. The Cowboys are not good. All right, 3rd and 4. They need to get to the 31. Sending McConkey in motion. Herbert takes the snap, looking to his left. And down he goes. A plethora of Broncos all over him. Sack. And Herbert is smiling. He can't believe it. It's one of those smiles where it's like, you really don't want to smile. But you're smiling because you just can't believe it. Because you're angry. You can't believe what just happened again. The Broncos all over the O-line, just blowing up. Multiple. Oh, my gosh. A guard falling down, actually contributing to the sack because Herbert's feet got tripped up over him. So this is going to be 4th and long. I imagine they're going to punt it away. And they are. 5 sacks today for the Broncos. There's the snap and there's the punt. Fair catch signal made. It's going to bounce at the 1 and into the end zone for a touchback. And the Broncos will have the ball. An opportunity to add some insurance here to potentially close out the game. If they're able to score, even a field goal would go a long way. Again, they have it at the 20. Go Chargers, says George. Yep. Chargers looking good, kind of. Good as in not so good. Not so good right now. The Broncos, again, up 20-13 over the Chargers, and with a chance to potentially close out the game. But, of course, there's still plenty of time. Nix in the shotgun. Trips to left to one receiver to the right, going left to right on your YouTube screen. Hands it off to Dobbins. Cuts inside, trips up, and is brought down after about a gain of 4. Mac Montana, this guy, yeah, I saw that earlier. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Broncos. Again, they're pretty much just going to try to chew the clock here. What is this Charger today? Yeah, the Chargers, again, I don't know. It's been a rough game for them. Again, they started off so well. Broncos did not start off well at all, as Nix is in the pistol. Nix takes the snap, looking to his right. Now it's going to swing it out to his left. This is Harvey at the 25. Oh, still on his way at the 30. 35, steps out of bounds at the 37. There is a flag down, though, so this may be coming back. Midday window has been kind of disappointing. Yeah, to be honest with you. Offsides on the offense. That is crucial. This is probably the best game of the window. Let's see here if I can refresh. I mean, just looking at Saints Seahawks, not really. Cowboys Bears, that was the featured game, but I don't know. And then Cardinals Niners, that 2-0, but they're struggling there to score points, 13-13. I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe we get an exciting finish, though. 2nd and 11, ball at the 19. Again, that was on the Broncos. The penalty is Nix. Heavy pressure moving to his left. Fires. Oh, he took a shot. Oh, man. He was just crushed. And Nix is clapping. And it looks like that might be roughing the passer. And again, I don't. Oh, man. The referee's chatting it over. Go Hampton, got him in my fantasy team. Oh, yeah, well, Najee getting hurt probably helps. I know it's terrible to say, but. Oh, it's going to be a hold on the offense. Oh, man. It went from a possible roughing the personal foul face mask on the offense. Wow, Garrett Bowles. Nix loved it. He thought, he took a shot at the end of that one. He thought it was a personal foul. I was like, man, if that's a penalty, that is a bad call. Whew, Nix. Oh, gosh. He took a huge shot. All right, well, hey, it's going to back up the Broncos even further as it's going to be 2nd and 20 at their own 10. Nix in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Again, going left to right on your YouTube screen. Nix, it's a bubble screen of Franklin. Franklin cuts inside, that goes outside, cuts inside again at the 10, 15, and brought down at the 17-yard line. Tell you what, Franklin has had a really rough day, but that was a nice catch and run. Could have easily been a loss of about 4 there, but he turns it into a gain of 7. Sunday Night Football can make up for the lackluster midday. I mean, it's Chiefs-Giants, so I don't know. I don't know what you're expecting there. 3rd and 13 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Nix drops back, steps up. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 20, 25. Oh, he cuts inside, gets to the first down. Oh, man. Let's see the mark. Oh, wow. Nix with a great heads-up play on 3rd and 13. They're going to say he's short. Wow. I don't know how in the world you mark that short. I don't know, unless he had a great eye. Was his knee down? Wow, he did have a great eye. I'm not even going to lie. That's a crazy great eye. It's going to be 4th and inches. 4th and inches. I don't know if they're going to go for it. And they're going to punt. There's the punt. I disagree with this. I know it's at your own 30. As there's the fair catch signal, and it's going to be made at the 23. So I disagree with this because, I mean, I know I'm a broadcaster, but again, you give them a short field, even if you miss it, obviously, the Chargers wouldn't be able to take much time off the clock. The Chargers have a chance here to take all 5 minutes and then, of course, tie the game. So that's why I disagree with that. Giants won, Mets lost. We have a 25% chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, I know that the Mets no longer hold that last spot there, Travis. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They're going to have the ball at their own 24-yard line. Herbert is in the pistol, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Herbert, play action. Steps up, fires deep down the middle of the field. He can't connect. Incomplete again. Herbert has been very inaccurate. Johnson had him by a step. He had 2 guys on him, and he split the defense. He had Surtain and Hufanga on him. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. At the 24 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Herbert is going to hand it off to Hampton. Hampton can't find anything but a bunch of Broncos. As he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Each team with all 3 timeouts. That may come in handy here as we approach the 4.5-minute mark. 3rd and 10, ball at the 24. They need to get to the 34 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the right, tight end in tight to the left. Sending a man in motion, that is Johnson. Herbert drops back, looking to his right, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 35, driven backwards, but forward progress. And there's a late flag. Oh, man, I don't know if I agree with that call at all. Hufanga continued, of course, tackling, but he was really in the process of tackling as the referee was blowing the whistle. So that's going to tack on 15 for the Chargers. So they get the first down. Wow. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Well, that's going to put the ball at midfield. I'm sure the Chargers will appreciate that call. The Vikings cooked. Yeah, no, they did. 1st and 10 at midfield, right at the 50. In the shotgun. Herbert hands it off to Hampton. Hampton up the middle. Oh, he took 2 big hits there. One lower body, one upper body. That's a well-earned gain of 4. Going to mark him down at the 46. Chargers kind of keeping the pedal to the metal here. 2nd and 7. Herbert drops back. He's going to swing it out to Hampton. He's got some space at the 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. Hit out of bounds at the 24. Ball came loose, but he was out of bounds. Nice catch and run. It's a gain of 23. And the Chargers, again, they look like they are gaining some momentum. And again, the Broncos had 4th and inches. It was at their own 30. I understand, but I think they, 1, would have gotten it, and 2, and even if you don't get it, the Chargers won't be chewing up the clock. They would score pretty quickly, and the Broncos would have plenty of time to go down and potentially win the game. 1st and 10 at the 24. Herbert drops back, fires. It's caught at the 20 by Allen. So that's a short gain of 4. Tackled by Jones. That was a really good catch by Keenan Allen. Jeez, he's getting tackled before the ball got there. All right, 2nd and 6, ball at the 20, going right to left on your YouTube screen as they break the huddle. 20-13, Broncos leading the Chargers. Herbert in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Herbert drops back, steps up. Shrugging off defenders, moving to his left, fires to the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown, Chargers! What a play by Justin Herbert. What a catch by Keenan Allen. Oh, my goodness. Herbert with a great play. Unbelievable. The extra point. Snap. Hold. Kick. It is up. It is good. It's 20-20 here in Los Angeles with 2:37 to go. Man, what a... Well, hey, the Broncos again will have a chance. Ultimate. Okay, look, I feel like you're promoting yourself here, buddy. And again, you got to watch the spoilers, so I'm going to put you in a timeout here. Okay, I'm sorry, but you've been kind of commenting before I've been making the call. And then again, you can't just do that. All right. So it's 20-20. The Broncos will have a chance, of course, to potentially win this game. Again, they'll have about 2.5 minutes. And we're just kind of waiting for the kickoff here. Herbert, heroics. Heroic Herbert, whatever you want to call it. Sertan telling Moss, hey, it's okay. You were there. Again, Moss was all over Allen. I can't believe he made that catch. Trent Green saying Justin Herbert is the best quarterback in the NFL. It's been a rough performance for Herbert, but tell you what, he came through when it was needed most as he's fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20. And he's not going to get much as he's brought down at the 22. So the Broncos, again, you know, they have, I can't remember who their kicker is, honestly, I'm not going to lie, but he's good from 60. Now, that is in Denver. I don't know how his leg would be here in Los Angeles. The Chargers crowd is loud. I would say once they get to the 35, they are okay, but that's a long way to go. 1st and 10 for Bo Nix and the Broncos. Nix drops back. Looking, steps up. He's going to take off, and he's only going to, he actually just gets to the line of scrimmage. Has to run out of bounds. Nothing coming free down the field. Man, that stopped the clock. And stopping the clock at this point might be very beneficial for the Chargers. And again, the crowd is loud. I mean, they are. Geez, I'm the Chargers fans. Maybe they do exist. Because they are very loud here in Los Angeles. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 22. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Nix drops back. Heavy pressure. It's a screen. It's caught by Dobbins. Oh, and he slips. And that's going to be a loss of 1. And that may take us to the 2-minute warning where momentum has seemingly been shifting all day. Chargers. Then it was with the Broncos. Now it's with the Chargers. I believe that is the 2-minute warning. Again, 2020 is your score. The Broncos facing a 3rd and 11 when they come back. I, of course, will be right here. What a game. Man, it turned into a really good game. Look at that. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Press that like button. It helps out small channels like mine. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I do. I call games. College football, NFL, and, of course, MLB. So, again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out today. I know there's a lot of other options for this game. I know there's That's Good Sports, Rising Rhino, of course, and I'm sure there's others. But, again, I appreciate you guys letting me call this game for you. Again, if you like what you heard today, subscribe. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime, I promise. There will be no bill sent to you. So, but, yeah, again, appreciate you guys. Of course, it's time to check out some scores from across the nation. No idea what's happening in other games. Again, thank you, Coffee Beans, and of course Eduardo Hernandez now is going to be a sponsor for the scoreboard segment. All right, let me go ahead and refresh. Looks like we have the Seahawks. They're leading 43-13 with 29 seconds left to go. That's pretty sad. The Saints they're bad. All right, the Bears lead 31-14 over the Cowboys. Caleb Williams with a great day. Let's see here. And looks like the Seahawks just defeated the Saints. The Cardinals are up 15-13 over the Niners. What in the world happened there? Probably a safety. Oh, wow. So Jones scrambled up the middle, and there was a holding call in the end zone. Oh, my goodness. The Niners. Oh, wow. A holding call gives the Cardinals 2 points and the ball. That is crazy over there in San Fran. Oh, that must be. I tell you what, that's actually pretty fun. That'd be fun to make that call. You're calling that game. All right, we're back again. The Broncos have a 3rd and long. They're going to need to get to the 32. They're at the 21. Nice, says Ben. Yeah, no, it's very nice. Nice, very nice indeed. Very good game. And again, it's a 3rd and 11. They need to get to the 32. They're at the 21. Nix is in the shotgun on 3rd down. He's 6 for 10. He has 2 first downs, so he's been throwing short of the sticks. Two to the left, two to the right. Nix drops back. Steps up, fires deep down the left side. He's got a guy. It is incomplete. Sutton beat his man. The throw was just a tad long. And the Broncos will punt it away with about 1:50 left to go in this one. Oh, Sutton cooked Dante Jackson. But the throw was just fingertips away. Man, yeah, Sutton broke free. Nix just couldn't deliver it as we're awaiting the punt. There's the snap. There's the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. About a 55-yard punt. He fielded at the 23. He's at the 25. Cuts inside of the 30 and brought down at the 32. That is McConkey on the return. And the Chargers will have a huge opportunity here to again win this one. They're showing the replay. Broncos Colts last week. The leverage, again, I saw it. That was a terrible call. That was a terrible call indeed. 1st and 10. Ball at the 32. 1:43. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. In the shotgun. Herbert drops back, looking over the middle, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 40, hit hard at the 41. That is Gatson. That's a gain of 9. So 2nd and 1 coming up. Looks like the Chargers going to keep up the pace here. In the shotgun is Herbert. Drops back, looking to his left. Now looking to his right. Fires. It is caught at the 45 and brought down at the 46. That is Gatson again, coming up with back-to-back huge catches. Brand new set of downs for the Chargers again. They're going to just keep going, I imagine. No reason to call timeouts. Keep the Broncos on their heels. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Herbert drops back, steps up, fires to the right. It is caught at the 45, pushed out of bounds at the 44. That is Keenan Allen, and the Chargers making this look really easy as we're at 53 seconds left to go in this one. The clock stops, of course, due to the out of bounds. And I'm not saying it would have led to anything, but again, the Broncos had 4th and inches at their own 30 with about 5 minutes to go. They should have went for it. I'm sorry, that was just not a good decision. Peyton is an aggressive coach, but all of a sudden gets conservative. 2nd and 1, hands it off to Hampton. He's got some space at the 40, makes a guy miss. Oh, no, he's tripped up. Oh, Hampton hitting himself. That's going to be a timeout for the Chargers. Or is it the Broncos that call a timeout? Unsure. Regardless, it's a 1st down. Denver takes the timeout. Moss, the last man really to beat, trips him up. Oh, that's huge. Delay, at least we didn't get it beat as bad as the Bengals or the Bungles. Yeah, no, the Bungles. Bungling it up. Hampton hitting himself with the football. He couldn't believe it. 1st and 10 with 51 seconds left to go. The ball is at the Denver 36. So I would say they're in field goal range. Cameron Dicker, the kicker. He's got a boots. They're actually going to change the time here to 49 seconds. That's interesting. So again, it's probably going to come down to a field goal. Herbert under center, fullback in the game. Hampton in the backfield. Herbert hands it off to Hampton. Hampton spinning free, still on his feet, and down he goes. That's a loss of 2. Hampton is going to be a very good back in the NFL. I agree, Frederick. He's very good. He's shown a lot of potential here, and he's honestly, again, I saw him last week. Very good stuff. I took a massive loss in the Packers game today. Man, that was a lot of people had the Packers winning. Yeah, that was a shock to many people. Denver might win. I don't know. It's trending. I'm assuming WIB is win. The baseball players for today, Red Sox be playing the Dodgers. Oh, wow. That would be pretty interesting. Reds, Dodgers in the playoffs. 2nd and 12 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Herbert, of course, awaiting the snap. Herbert drops back to pass, throws over the middle. It's caught by McConkey at the 30. Still on his feet, fighting for every yard. Brought down at the 27. And that's going to be, I believe, another timeout by Denver. That's going to be the last timeout. Oh, man. Delay whack. Prescott is back. Oh, what did he do? Is he stat padding, or is he actually just, just failing? Again, usually what he does when he's down by 3 scores, he'll throw for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, and everyone will think, oh, my gosh, Dak Prescott's so good. Oh, no, he's not. 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. The Broncos, again, no more timeouts. Regardless, this probably is the last play before the field goal kick. And looks like they're going to try to do the Bush push and the tush push, whatever you want to call it. That's a first down, Chargers. They needed half a yard. They got a yard and a half. And the Chargers just a few seconds away from winning, or potentially winning. Again, we've seen kickers do some interesting things today. A lot of block kicks today as well, 2 of them, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy that it happened twice. Just throwing end zone interceptions. Oh, I see. Again, the Chargers taking a timeout with 4 seconds left as Cameron Dicker going to come onto the field and try to win the game with about a 43-yarder. It would be from the right hash. They took him out and put Wilson. Oh, really? Who's Wilson? What Wilson? Who's the backup? I can't even think of the backup there in Dallas. So Cameron Dicker is on to be the hero. It'd be a 43-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap. Hold. Kick. It is up. It is good. And that is your ball game. The Chargers end up coming back and winning. And they remain undefeated, 23-20 over the Broncos. The Chargers, of course, again, they will move to 3-0. And the Broncos fall to 1-2. 2 gut-wrenching losses for the Broncos. Losing last week, of course, to the Colts. Oh, man. The Chargers, of course, moving to 3-0. They look good. Wasn't a great game by any means by Justin Herbert. Bo Nix, 14 for 50. Let me go to the ESPN one. That's way better. All right. Let's refresh. All right, Bo Nix, 14 for 25, 153 and a touchdown. Herbert, 28 for 47, 300 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Oh, by the way, guys, again, if you like what you saw today and heard, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is what I do, folks. I call games NFL, college football, and baseball. So, again, if you are a sports fan, subscribe to the channel. It is a growing channel, folks. Again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we are over 1,000 across that last night. So, again, we're a growing channel. We're gonna be big. This is gonna be a big channel. You may as well just join in now and kind of help out the process. Again, I appreciate you guys just clicking on the live stream. Again, I know there's a lot of streamers out there calling this game. But again, thank you very much. Very much. What am I doing next? I am not calling another game for the day. This is 2 and done. Yesterday I did 3, Travis. I think I'm tapping out for the night. Nick, again, thank you very much as always. I appreciate you, and I will probably see you tomorrow as well. I won't be doing Monday Night Football tomorrow. I'll be doing a baseball game As again, the final week of baseball, I'm going to try and do as much baseball as possible. But again, I will be doing the Thursday night game as well because I know, the Pirates actually play in the day, so I'll be able to do both. All right, Dobbins, 11 for 83 on the ground and a touchdown. Nix, 8 for 33 on the ground. Harvey, 2 for 2. Hampton, 19 carries, 70 yards and a touchdown. Najee Harris, 6 for 28 again. He's probably done for the year. Achilles, most likely, and I feel bad for him. He's a good dude, but yeah, just unfortunate. Herbert, 2 for 6 on the ground. Davis, 1 for 2. The Broncos, let's see. Cortland Sutton had a great game. 6 for 118 and a touchdown. Harvey, 3 for 14. Kroll, 1 for 9. Franklin, 2 for 8. Mims, 1 for 4. Dobbins, 1 for nothing. It was really all Sutton. That's not good for the Broncos. All right, for the Chargers, Johnston, 6 for 89. Allen, 7 for 65 and a touchdown. Hampton, 6 for 59. Gadsden, 5 for 46. Lad McConkey, 4 for 41. And that's pretty much it as far as the offense is concerned. Your birthday tomorrow. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Travis. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate you, again, stopping on in. And happy birthday there, Travis. Nice win for the Chargers. Yeah, they came back. Bears win their first game of the season. Yeah, no, let's check out some other scores here real quick. Again, I thought I'd be able to enjoy and relax and watch the ending of these windows. But it doesn't look like it. Well, I guess I can watch the ending. The Niners-Cardinals. Niners are driving. Let me actually switch to that real quick, folks. We're going to do some bonus coverage here, if that's still on. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, we're tuning in. This is going to be Panero, getting ready as the Niners have just taken their last timeouts. 15-13 here in here in San Francisco. Again, if you're just tuning in, like, what the heck? Oh, yeah, the Chargers just won. But Eddie Panero is on to be a hero for the Niners. This will be pretty interesting. He's 7 for 9 in the last 2 minutes of regulation. It's a 35-yard attempt. It's pretty much a chip shot right down the middle. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. And the Niners with the game winner. And they move to 3-0. And the Cardinals fall to 2-1. Mac Jones, a sigh of relief. Mac Jones is 2-0 as a starter. So look at that. Again, if you're just tuning in, like, what the heck? I thought you were covering Chargers, Broncos. Well, that's over. And the Niners have just walked it off against the Cardinals. 16-15 is your final there in San Francisco. So another team that moves to 3-0. So the Niners are 3-0. The Chargers 3-0. The Colts are 3-0. The Buccaneers 3-0. Just like how we all thought, folks. The Bills, of course, 3-0. We probably expected them to be 3-0. But wow, tell you what, that's pretty wild. A pretty wild finish. We'll go again over the final scores for the whole day, and then that's it. And then I will sign off. Again, the Steelers somehow, some way winning. I know the Patriots were handing the ball 5 times. There are 5 turnovers by the Patriots. The Steelers win 21-14. That's, again, as we just covered here, the Chargers coming back in the fourth quarter, winning 23-20 over the Broncos. The Chargers moving to 3-0. Broncos 1-2. By the way, the Steelers moving to 2-1. Patriots 1-2. The Bears all over the Cowboys, 31-14. The Bears get their first win of the season. The Cowboys fall to 1-2. The Niners, again, we just saw the ending of that one. Niners walking it off with the field goal, 16-15. The Niners fall to 3-0, or they rise to 3-0. They are 3-0. The Cardinals fall to 2-1. The Browns upsetting the Packers today, 13-10 in Cleveland. The Browns move to 1-2, their first victory of the year. The Packers no longer unbeaten. They are now 2-1. The Colts move to 3-0 with a huge win over the Titans, 41-20. The Titans now are still winless, whereas the Colts, again, still lossless, I guess. We'll go with that. The Vikings, 48 to the Bengals, 10. That's their first loss of the year. The Bengals, They're now 2-1. The Vikings now are 2-1 themselves. The Eagles moved to 3-0, coming back. I believe they were down 26-7. If I recall correctly, I might be wrong on that. But the Eagles moving to 3-0. The Rams are now 2-1. The Buccaneers almost blew it to the Jets, but they did come back. Game winner there, 29-27 Buccaneers over the Jets. Jets are 0-3. The Buccaneers 3-0. The Commies, they look good today over the Raiders, 41-24. It's a 3-score game there, blowout in my opinion. Commies 2-1. The Raiders fall to 1-2. The Panthers get their first win of the day with a 30-0 shutout of the Falcons. Just, I don't know what the Falcons were doing today, but you guys can rest assured that you scored as many points as an NFL team today. So definitely feel good about yourself. You're feeling down, there you go. You scored as many points as the Falcons today. So there you go. Panthers again 1-2, Falcons 1-2. Jaguars 2-1. The Texans are now 0-3 after the Jaguars won 17-10. The Texans are they don't look good. They look terrible actually. It's bad. The Seahawks blowing out the Saints 44-13. The Saints still winless, as many of us really expected. They are not good. The Seahawks 2-1. Again, looked really good last week against the Steelers. And, of course, blowing out the Saints here at home. So, good stuff for them. As the NFC West, 2-1. Or no, they're 3-0, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. So, the NFC West might be the best division in football, at least as of now. And, of course, Thursday night Bills over the Dolphins. 31-21. Dolphins are 0-3. They look bad. The Bills 3-0. They look good. All right. Again, see you later, Travis. Thank you for stopping by. Eagles, yeah, they were down. So that's just a comeback there. Geez, I'm down here in Australia, not familiar with NFL MLB, but you make it clear and easy to understand what's going on. Your channel is fast becoming my favorite sports calling channel. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Again, it's a growing channel, and hopefully other people will see that too and be a part of the growth, because I'm very excited about the potential with the channel. But again, you guys all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to relax, and I'll be back tomorrow. Again, it's not going to be Monday Night Football for me. I'll be doing a baseball game. I'll be doing Brewers and Padres, as I, again, just trying to familiarize myself with all the baseball playoffs. I'll be doing a lot of the baseball playoffs. But, of course, after the baseball season, it's all football all the time, college football pretty much every day. NFL every day. Again, the NFL obviously Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. College football Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and whenever my high school thing is done here, I call games for the high school here. It'll be every day. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and make sure again to press the like and subscribe button. Again, 30 subs 6 months ago. We're now over 1,000. So again, I really appreciate you guys. And again, I am very thankful for all you guys. I really am. This has been fun. But that's going to do it. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Y'all take care. I might be able to send you guys elsewhere. If not, it is what it is. But you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Y'all take care. Have a good one.